What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is A2D Wednesday nights, talking some 10-9-8 with you again. Fire us up.
I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice.
Struck them out. The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
Welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio every Wednesday. You know who we're brought to you by. Not the collar on the dog. We're brought to you by our doc. Make him yours. That's Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, locations in Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find him on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. As always, Uncle Buckets. He's back.
Buckets!
He's back. Ryan Elise, Greg Milakovic. I'm Tom Arnone. We're here, and we got a lot to go over. Even though it's not a lot, it's still a lot because we're circling the block tonight. Phillies Spring Training update. We'll give you a little update from Spring Training. I feel like somebody asked me today if they won, like it mattered. And he might show up in the chat. I feel like Nate actually asked today if they won, like it mattered to somebody.
They did, though. It was their first win.
They did indeed win.
They did win. Hey,
and I'm like, first one's always the hardest, guys. First one's always the hardest.
February 25th.
Let's go.
It's February 25th. Yeah, if Phillies win. No clue. I got a blizzard
we had
outside.
six starters in the six starters in the lineup today. You know, it was a big game. We had to win this one.
It's like preseason football. You got Tebow rolling out there. It's like, we win?
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
You know, Vic with his dogs. Did we get that one? All right. Eagles, free agents, stay or go. We're really going to talk about a lot about Nakobe Dean tonight, too. Because I'm not going to go there now, but we'll talk about it. Embiid returns versus Pacers, roll job, which is good. I mean, 2 in a row. You got to start getting back on the winning track. And they have a little bit here. And I know it's a bad team, but they lost versus bad teams. So now is tomorrow night's game a must-win versus the Heat? Ties into our poll question. To avoid the playing game, Thursday versus the Heat is a must-win for the Sixers. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. Most importantly, join our conversation tonight. A must-win? Ooh, we got 22 left.
24 up a game and a half on the Heat.
Is Embiid playing?
He's most likely playing.
Probably.
I say most likely with all quotes. He is available. The news is good. The vibes are good that he's playing tomorrow.
I think any game Embiid plays in at this point is must win because we see what they do without him. That's where I'm at on it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the game, where's the game at? Here or there?
I think it's home.
It's here. I don't think they played good enough at home. I mean, the last 2 games I was at, they haven't played good enough at home. I mean, Nick's game was atrocious. Okay, and I get it. They were shorthanded. Still terrible. All right, and then they followed it up on Thursday night versus the Hawks, and it wasn't much better shooting the basketball. So, I mean, that's 2 home games. I got to get one of those, and I didn't get either one, right? Not me personally because I was there, the team. Like, they needed one of them, right? And then now you go to another home game versus the Heat, who you're competing with for that spot. I don't think anything's must win at this point, but it's more like because you're playing them for seeding. I don't think it's as much of a must win, but I'll agree that it's a must win in terms of it's another home game. And we know if you want to be a playoff team and you want to be a top 6 team, you got to play really well at home. You have to. And they've had some bad stretches at home, I feel like. At least when I've been there, it has not been good at home. All right, not been good at home.
We're going to revoke your tickets for the rest of the year.
Well, I'm spot on.
It might not be Tom. It might be Cass.
They're 500 at home. They're 500 at home. It's not about Cass. It's about they're 500 at home, and they're not taking care at home. Just like we came on before the show, we're not going to do that. And we talk about the flag, the importance. Same thing here. You got to win at home. You can't. You're not good enough if you worry about everybody else, and you play 500 on the road, 500 at home. You're a 500 basketball team. I need a team that plays 500 on the road and whoops people ass at home. And whoop people ass mean not beating you by 30, just having say you play 20, you play
handling business.
41 at home.
You win at home.
I need to win 30 games at home.
Yeah.
right? Is it like
You
I think
win,
you're like 30-11 at home.
Yeah, you win 2/3 of your games at home. You have to win 2/3. It's like a bare minimum.
Yeah, unless you're just like you're great. You're the greatest road team in history of the league.
Yeah, like look,
nobody loves lap dances like the Philadelphia
Hey.
76ers on the road. That's the only way that changes that, which is very hard to do, as we know. You know what I mean? Very hard to do, especially with the distractions on the road, which is just booty. You know what I mean? For these guys, just keeping your pants on. You know what I mean? You should be doing a lot of window shopping on the road. Hey, looking to buy? Nope. Just here to look. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's why for a lot of sports, that's why playing 500 on the road is a good thing. Okay, and we'll leave it there. I'm not here. Not every guy. I know people. 2026, everything out of context. Enough. All right, enough. Run a little while. We're talking about younger guys here. All right, talking about guys in their 20s. You know what I mean? They're getting $1 million a year.
There's two
That's why
games
Mark
away.
Zumoff said, "Lock all windows and doors."
Look at Bucket. I mean, look at Bucket's life. You know what I mean? He's making probably 60. Imagine if he gave 1.6. He'll be eating wings there every night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, mate, you got 2 away games at Atlanta every year. You got 2 games in Miami. Those are 4 scheduled losses on the calendar.
Yep.
Like, come on. It's 4 scheduled losses. You're losing at least a game in Orlando, at least one. There's 5. You're probably losing at least one in Washington. You know, you're probably losing at least one in Charlotte. Sixers always lose to the Hornets somehow. You're losing at least one. You're probably always they already lost to the Pelicans this year in New Orleans. Scheduled loss. Like, come on. There's a bunch of scheduled losses on the calendar. You got to win and hope. Got it. Okay.
Definitely do. I would agree to the poll as well. I think that 4-game losing streak makes this game a must-win. And you don't got to go 4-0. Like you could stake the loss against the Knicks. But even without Joel, you should be able to win 2, if not 3, of the Blazers, the Pelicans, and the Hawks. 2 of those games were at home, right? The Pelicans, or the Hawks was at home.
In New Orleans.
And the Pelicans was on the road. So, but I need 2 out of 4 of those games. I can't be a 4-game loss. They can't be 4 losers. Now, Joel didn't play, right? But early in the season, we saw that this team played well without Joel. And we seem to, as the season is going on, lose that ability. We've lost that ability. And yeah, we talked about on Sunday the struggles of like Tyrese from deep, right? Yeah. The struggles of what his identity is. We're going back to the last year again at times, what Tyrese's identity with who's on the floor. But so yeah, to me, this is a must win. You got to stay above the Heat. You got to stay above the Magic. So this makes it a must win. I know we got 24 games, and it's crazy to say that, but that last four-game losing streak makes this game that, right? Because then you come out the last 2 nights and you play really good. So to me, it's a must win.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Tyrese hasn't played really great in a month. When you really look at it. A lot of that has to do with Joe missing some time here and there. But the 3-ball hasn't been as good. But their pick and roll game is so dangerous. And it's just, listen, I love Bona. I mean, Bona's great as your second guy off the bench. I mean, he really is. He's the perfect fit. Okay, when up tempo, all that. But for the pick and roll game in this offense, it's really predicated around those 2 working things off the pick and roll.
Sure.
For a lot of our offense. So that's what really hurts it. And I think as a younger player still, he's still learning how to be able to play without him too. I mean, one positive, I think VJ, has absolutely been talked to about being more aggressive just, in terms of taking your shots, because you've seen it since the break, which is great because I love to see it. We talked about it on Sunday, X factor, Greg, right? We talked X factor on Sunday, and I really think it's VJ because a lot of nights because he's a rookie, you might only get like 8 points out of him just because he's not being aggressive enough. So those guys absolutely had a conversation because he's definitely been more aggressive, and I think in the Rising Stars game, just being a part of it, and then obviously being successful, confidence goes a long way too. So
yeah. Yeah, you're right. Those weekends are good for that restart and then that I belong type of mentality, right? Like I'm in this game, I played really well, and it rejuvenates that, him first. He didn't get the break, right? But he got the mental of I do belong here. I'm supposed to be here. Because you're right, you have seen it over the last week since they've been back that he is, brought his aggressive game back.
Yeah, for sure. And again, and then when it comes to Tyrese, it's just about,
What's going on?
I have no idea. It's just about the three ball, right? It's just about him being able to shoot the three better.
Yeah.
Without Embiid. It's really, really that simple. You know what I mean? If he can just shoot the three ball better without Embiid, I mean, we're really good. I mean, he did in Minnesota, and there's a difference in that basketball game, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a hard formula here.
It's not hard, but it is hard on him, right? Because there's not as much spacing, like we've talked about ad nauseum, right?
That's why Paul George kills you. That's why Paul George kills you.
Yeah.
You can deal with Embiid a game here, game there, and because we knew that.
Right.
We knew that. Like, this isn't like shocking that he some nights he doesn't play. It's not shocking, right? But that's where PG comes in because you need that production.
Yeah, I think Maxi's gotten undeserved hate. Because again, you're missing $100 million between him and Embiid. Obviously, we knew Embiid would miss time, but like you said, the George thing kills you. It really does. Before they went out and got Campaign, who I've always been a Campaign guy, but I don't think he moves the needle too much. It definitely is a big help getting another ball handler. That was a need that they needed to fill, so I'm glad they at least did it. But again, Campaign I don't think moves the needle too much, but I like his play. But the Maxi hate to me is just crazy because you got a guy in Paul George who gets suspended, and then Embiid who never plays. You have $100 million off the floor. So now where's your scoring coming from? Name another star in this league whose second best player is a 20-year-old rookie. You can't. Like his second best player on a night-to-night basis, like Tom always says, the X factor, is VJ Edgecombe, who is a 20-year-old rookie. So you're not getting scoring anywhere else. Grimes is very inconsistent. I like Grimes. He's just inconsistent. That guy wanted $25 million. But he's your only hope. Like he's your only breath of fresh air if he comes in and starts knocking down shots. Because besides that, Love Bona, Barlow, Drummond, Walker, you got a bunch of bruisers. You don't have scorers. You got bruisers. You got gamers. Don't get me wrong. Kelly Oubre is a gamer. Can fit any role. And he can even give you 20 any given night. No doubt about it. But they're a bunch of bruisers. Like they're not pure scorers. You don't have any pure scoring on this team. So that's why when you lost Paul George due to the suspension, you're thinking to yourself, because you think Embiid's finally back. You're like, all right, this isn't the worst thing in the world. He'll be healthy come playoff time. But now Embiid's had to miss some time. And then you go ahead 5 days later and get rid of McCain. And again, that's just scoring. He could have put the ball in the basket a couple times for us, even though somehow Nick Nurse could never find the minutes. And now you're really limited. I mean, think about the guys you have off the bench. You have Trent and Wofford, or not even off the bench, just on the roster. If Maxi's playing without George and Embiid, you have Wofford, Barlow, Drummond, Walker. Like, how many of these guys are scoring? So when you're an opposing team and you're game planning, just go after Maxi. You're just trapping him very high. As soon as he crosses half court, you're trapping him, make him give the ball up. And if VJ doesn't have a good night, you're screwed. Like Tom always says, he's the X factor because he is your second best player on the floor when George and Embiid are off. Yeah. So it's like, that's your problem. Maxi's playing with his second best player is a 20-year-old rookie. So I think the hate on him is just crazy to me. Maxi's a guy that shows up every night, gives 110% every night, will give you 30. Even on bad nights, he gives you 30, it feels like, almost every night. So it's like, I can't hate the guy. He shows up every night. Every night.
Yeah, I don't know if it's even
and his attitude's awesome.
Yeah, because Tyrese is like, everybody's guy. I think when you talk sports, you just got to keep it real and say, hey, he hasn't shot well from three. Right? Now we know why, right? And we know those reasons why, like we just elaborated on, and that's all it is. Like, he hasn't shot well, but there's reasons for that.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, he forgot how to shoot the three ball. No.
Yeah, he stinks now.
No. Like, now, certain nights, like a Pelicans night, hey, that's a night I need you to go win that basketball game, right? So there is some of those nights, but a lot of it has to do with, like, you're really shorthanded. Mm-hmm. But like that Pelicans win sticks with me, where I'm like, I need him to play better in that game, because that's a game I need. And they're not good. So, like, that's the kind of game I feel like you should be able to go win. But again, he's 25 years old, right? Like we've talked about. He's learned how to, because now it's not just like, oh, go win this game like you've played with this 4 guys the whole year. It's now go win this game, and we took the two best scorers after you off the court.
Yeah. And then that ties into tomorrow, though, right? Because you have those games, and because you're going through that, it makes these games coming up, whether it is tomorrow, right? Whether it's a couple weeks down the road, you have 24 games left, and you're only a half game up of being out of the play-in. Orlando's a half game behind you right now, so that's what makes these games so important coming down the stretch. And like you said, Buckets, any game that Joel plays has got to be a win from here on out.
Yeah,
and you hope that's 18 of the 24, right? You hope that's 20 of the 24. Just knowing Joel, right? We have to hope that we get as many games with Embiid, Maxey, and VJ together. So that way the last week of the season or last 10 games, when we throw Paul George in there, we can then work him in. But at least those 3, maybe can get 20 games in by the end of the year consistently here in the next 3, 4, 5 weeks of the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, and George comes back with 10 left. So really you have 14 left of no having, like, if Embiid doesn't play, you have 14 left of this mess. So, like, if George comes back those last 10, he better play the 10 in a row. There's no question he should, and he probably will. I hope. I mean, I pray to God. That'd be a nightmare, you imagine? But there's 10 games left in the season.
Load management.
George will be there. So that's the good thing. So I'm just asking Embiid, can you give me 12 out of 14 games, these next 14? Can you play in 12? Can you win us 12? And then you have 12 games left in the season, 10 of which George will be playing. To me, if you could do that, we're good to go.
No.
And inside that 10 games, to that point, Mikey, inside that 10 games, there is not one back-to-back. Or there's one back-to-back. There's only one at the end, the last 2 games, or 3 of the last 2 games. April 9th, April 10th, 2 road games. So it's the only back-to-back in that 10 games after. So you're assuming Joel's missing that, right? That's where I'm going, right? You're going to assume Joel's missing one of those games.
Yeah. And hopefully, I mean, the last 2 games of the year, hopefully don't mean anything. Hopefully you lock up your seating by then.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different factors into it.
It's at Houston, at Indiana.
Yeah. I was surprised while we're here. I was just surprised that the McCain trade got downplayed. Like, I thought Tom would be just as mad as me. I thought that McCain trade was a joke. Just because does he? What'd you say?
I know why they did it. That's why I'm not upset about it.
Well, to move the luxury tax, but like deduct the tax.
Barlow.
Yeah. Okay. But again, I'm not. Barlow is like so replaceable.
It's a fit.
Yeah. I mean, I like Barlow, but I to me, there's 100 Barlows on the street.
He starts. He's an energy guy. He fits that role well, and he's young, and they got a good player development staff. But at the other part, Jared just doesn't fit as much because you're talking about your 2 guards. They're playing 35 plus minutes.
Yeah, no, I get that, but it'd be nice to like have some depth there. Like you're literally, if Maxey or like Grimes was sick, you saw it. Grimes is sick, and we lose by 50. Like you have no leeway.
Of course, you like it more, but this is the difference. This is how they look at it, right? Right, wrong, or indifferent. Forget the money side of it. Let's just talk basketball. Okay, they look at it as look at the roster as is. Everybody's playing. Where's he getting minutes?
I mean, you could have one of Maxey and Edgecombe on the floor at all times, and McCain can fill in with Grimes. That's the way I'm looking at it. Whoever's hot, because Grimes comes in sometimes and just doesn't score. He doesn't have it.
You put Paul George in there that handles the ball too. So like you have ball,
right? Well, that's how I feel about Barlow.
I'm sorry. Like I'm thinking about a wing side. Like you're right by thinking it just is a guard aspect, but I'm thinking it's like there's more than just like say the point guard and the shooting guard as guards on this roster that can handle the basketball and run offense and sort of run the offense.
But this is the way I look at it. Fully healthy, right? Let's say George is back and Embiid's back, fully healthy. Is Barlow starting?
Yes.
I don't think so. I'm not saying he shouldn't, but I don't think he does. I think it would be Maxey, Edgecombe, Oubre, George, Embiid. That's typically what Nurse has done.
Yeah, see, I like getting Kelly off the bench there because now I get more bench production. But then I love Barlow's energy. So Why run Barlow with a second unit when running with the first, you don't need him to score. You need him to do the little things that he does at a high level. So when I look at hey, I want him to do the little things at a high level, I don't want him running with the second unit. I need another guy can score. Because at this rate, to your point, right, and the McCain side of not liking the trade is okay, where's some extra production coming from the bench outside of Quentin Grimes?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. If Barlow comes off the bench, then I'm going to be pissed because, like you said, he can't score. So when you need him to generate offense, there's nothing there. He's so much better with the first unit because he can be the energy offensive rebound guy, hustle guy playing defense. I totally agree with that.
And you need a good rebounder around Joel. You need an athletic guy who's getting dirty around Joel.
Yeah,
right?
But again, but McCain. But to me, the McCain thing just goes back to could you find him minutes? Maybe not. But we're acting like it killed us to keep him. It didn't make sense not to keep him. He's costing you $4 million a year. He's 21 years old, and it gives you depth. It gives you scoring off the bench at any given night.
Real quick, you ever drive off the car lot, and then a year later you're like, let me take this back. What if you took it back and the car lot said, I'll give you the same car, and I'm going to toss in 3 used ones? You doing that? but the hell you ain't.
But you're telling me
that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair.
No, it's actually a great analogy. A great analogy. But the way to spin it would be, I'll give you 3 cars that you have no idea what they're going to be.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You're saying the same car, but
realistically, it's 3 lemons. It's 3 lemons.
4 cars actually, because it's
one actual car and 3 shoe boxes.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, but somebody might take those shoe boxes.
You never know what a second round
pick. No, you send out a shoe box with somebody's contract you don't want. That's what you do with it.
Well, you take that again. You can take those picks and move up in the top 15.
They went out and got Payne. Which is fine.
With the first rounder, I'm saying with the first rounder.
First rounder, sure. We're talking about second rounders.
You take the first rounder with the 3 shoe boxes. You take the Lexus, so the shoe box is in the trunk.
You move up 2 spots in the draft. Congratulations.
Second round picks are
so good.
They're absolutely tradable though. That's what helps you.
Second round picks are worth the toilet paper in my closet. That's what they're worth.
You don't have to tell me anything. There's a lot of fucking dryer sheets around this league that covet picks, and we know it. There's a lot of pencil pocket protectors. A lot of pocket protectors. In the NBA too, not just baseball. They're around and they covet the picks. And there's a lot in the NFL too that are just sheets. They don't care about winning, they just care about picks. So there's people out there that you could get. I'm not saying a second round pick by itself. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But just having them to mix in and sprinkle in deals, I think helps us a little bit.
Yeah, but that's where I'm going with it. I think that they just failed miserably. I think this is like a Phillies situation where they thought they were getting Bichette. And they thought they were about to get Kawhi Leonard in a trade or something. They had something lined up that didn't work out because this trade to me makes no sense because Grimes is also most likely not coming back next year. He wants more money. He's made it clear. He didn't find it anywhere else. But if he does find it anywhere else, he's out of here. So if you lose Grimes, now you got VJ Maxey playing 40 minutes a night and you have Cam Payne and Kyle Lowry off your bench. Now, of course, that's a year from now. We'll probably figure it out and either draft or pick someone else up. But to me, it didn't hurt keeping a guy that costed you $4 million a year at 21 years old, who showed you what he could be, and he's lighting it up now. Of course, it's obviously easier.
That's the thing. I think this is more of an indictment on Nick Nurse than anything else, because Nick, he didn't have him doing anything here, and he goes to Oklahoma City, and he's running off screens and he's knocking down shots left and right.
Yeah, I think that's unfair though, because at the end he started getting minutes when he was healthy. So he was playing well before he got dealt. So I don't think it's an indictment on Nick. The guy wasn't fully healthy. He had to work his way back. They had to send him to the G League to actually get enough minutes to get in basketball shape, which actually, absolutely hurts your jumper when you're running a 5-minute stretch and you're 3 minutes in and you can't breathe, right? So you got no legs left. So you need to get your legs under you as a player. I think they worked him back the right way. I think by the end of it, we started seeing him getting more run. He was getting at least 18, 20, right? And he started to play better naturally. So I think they were playing him like they weren't expecting to trade him. Some things aren't his some things aren't his say. Obviously, they were playing him like he was part of the rotation now. I just think they wanted to get his sea legs under him, and they did, and he started playing well, which we know he can. I like Jared McCain. I'm not pro or against dealing. I'm right in the middle. But if you're telling me that, like, fit-wise, Barlow is a better fit for me, I love my player development staff. I love what they've done with big guys with similar, like, attributes. Okay, they've already helped this 3-ball get better. So I see a guy growing as a player. I think they see a guy growing as a player. And they're like, okay, well, now I can get him on a full contract because it allows me to do that. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm saying I can wrap my head around if that's your reasoning. If your reasoning is keeping him and getting 4 picks back, I can't, like, hate you, but I like McCain. I like the pick. And, you know, I just think it's another small guard, too. I don't know.
Yeah, I just think Barlow's more with this roster, at least Barlow's more replaceable than McCain was, just because our bench scoring is that weak. You have Grimes and nobody else. Now, to your point,
Barlow's a starter, and I think your starting lineup matters.
To our point, if Barlow starts, I like it better because now you have Grimes and Oubre off the bench. It gives you 2 punches off the bench to score, and Barlow fits better in the starting lineup. I totally agree with that, but I'm just telling you from my gut feeling of what I've seen. I don't think that's going to happen. I hope it happens. I think you're dead on. Like, if that's what should happen, but it's going to be Oubre. They're going to put their 5 best out there. It's going to be Oubre, George, Embiid, Maxey, Edgecombe. That's what I think.
We'll see. Like,
but,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope not, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That trade is crazy.
Don't worry about shit, and I'll tell you why. Next year, I won't even worry about it because the 20-year-old, 19-year-old guard is going to be going from 15 a game to about 22 to 23 a game. You can write that down somewhere. That's like a stone cold lock, like total lock. If he's healthy, there's not even up for debate. He'll go from 15 to over 20. So now that's even a better player in your guard room, and you have to look at it like that a little bit. Like when you got 2 guards that are capable of running 38, it doesn't mean you don't need a bench because you do, right? But I don't know. I don't know the main reason. If it's just a luxury tax reason, that's
where I think that's what pisses me off about it.
Is it Barlow?
I think it was tax, and there's just so much other ways to duck it. Like, it didn't have to be McCain.
Mm-hmm.
You could have got rid of Edwards, friggin' anybody. Like Jabari Walker.
I really thought they were going to run him more, like, because they like him. I really thought it would be, Justin Edwards would get that minutes because I think they like him as a worker, a grinder. Like, I can speak for when I got courtside. He was watching tape the whole time. So I mean, he's obviously a guy that is studying the game. Doesn't mean he's a good player. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I thought that they were going to say, okay, let's give him a chance, and they didn't. They went out and got campaign right away. So it's like, okay, are you just trying to be deeper in your guard room? Because then it's like, okay, maybe they'll play Eric Gordon. He's a guy who can run you 10 minutes, maybe hit a couple threes, right? I'm just thinking out loud. And they cut him. So I'm like, I don't know what you're doing now. So I'm right in the boat with you guys. Like, I was a little confused by it. I was blindsided, but when we did the show about it, I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave because if it's for to keep somebody else, I understand it because you have 2 guards that are stars.
Correct. Yeah, but what is this team's weakness besides health?
Well, now it's guard depth.
And I wouldn't even say the guard depth. I think you're right, but I just think it's bench scoring in general. Doesn't have to be a guard. I don't care if it's a 4.
It's always been our that's been priority number 1 of the Embiid era.
Yeah, the negative Embiid minutes have been insane for the last 8 years. It's been nuts.
Yeah, that's where it doesn't make sense.
That's why Oubre's off your bench with Grimes, running with either a Maxey or a VJ. I'm telling you, like that's who comes off your bench because now you can get 15. You can get 15 from both. Now you can walk into 30 off your bench. That wins you a playoff series. Like, there's no reason to be running Barlow off your bench when
now he has to
lack scoring.
Like, I agree with you because now he has to. But I feel like you could have got away with it if off your bench you had Grimes, McCain, etc. Barlow could be in that.
Let's not crown McCain either. Like, he's good young player. He's got a lot of room to grow.
100%. He provides spacing. That's all it is. He stands at 3-point line. You can't leave him. You're not going to leave him open.
No.
If he's standing in the corner, you're not going to leave him.
Yeah, like, I don't want to overrate him, but I want to rate him right. And I think he's a good young player. I don't think he's ever going to be an all-star. He's not that type of guy, but he's a good player. He's going to be a good role player for that. Yeah. That's what they do. You know what I mean?
My biggest thing is I hate the hate that Maxey gets. All my buddies are texting me like, oh, Maxey can't lead a team. He's not a number 1 option. He'll never be the leader of a team. And I'm like, dude, you're talking about a guy that is missing George and Embiid. They just traded McCain, so you have no bench scoring. Like, name me one star whose second best player is a 20-year-old rookie and is winning and carrying a team.
No, your friends are idiots. Okay, and with all due respect to your body,
but it's not even that's Twitter too. Like everybody, like
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to send this. Oh, let me come back on. I want you to send this to your buddies. All right, you guys are idiots because nobody knows history. Like I swear to God, when it comes to the real world or it comes to sports, nobody remembers how it works. Like nobody, everybody thinks there's like a switch and it changes, and guys go win at 25 or 24. Like oh yeah, switch is on. They were saying the same thing about Jordan at 25. Now I'm not saying Tyrese Maxey is Michael Jordan. I'm making the comparison is that the same criticisms. Knock it off. Nobody wins at 25. Nobody wins at 25. Unless you're surrounded with other great players that are older than you that can actually be the lead, hence Kobe Bryant. So when somebody's like, oh, Kobe did it. Kobe playing with the most dominant player of all time. Not the best player. The most dominant player of all time is Shaquille O'Neal. It's not up for debate. It's not even up for debate. So yeah, was Kobe great? Absolutely. But, hey, baby. But you can work yourself into the league playing with him. Just like Tyrese Maxey's really good. He's a star, right? He's turned himself into a star. A big part of that's playing with what?
Other
a great fucking player.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's not great. It just means he has time to grow. So tell your buddies, get a clue just on the world and sports. Like, just get a clue, please. I'm begging you to just go through the history books of 25-year-olds that won by themselves. I need to know who they are. Find me the 25-year-olds that consistently won by themselves through the history of the NBA.
And that's funny, Tommy, because we talked about this as the Embiid Simmons era was ramping up. We were like, just get us to your late 20s. You know, right? Because everyone, we were so up in arms with those early seasons and we weren't winning. But we all sat there and said it. No one wins at 22, 23, especially when you have two puppies, or we thought we had two puppies. No, right? And when you have two, they're not going to win right away. But as Ben Simmons started to become the crumb that we saw, that's when everything broke down because they were entering that era of this is where you should start winning. And then he went and blew it up, and now we had to restart again. And now we're back there with Maxey and back there with VJ, right? VJ being so young. He's not going to carry us at 19, 20 years old. He's still going to be really good, but.
That's why when the Giannis trade talks came up and it was like, would you do George and Edgecombe? Like, yeah, I thought about it. Like, it's like your heart says absolutely not. What the hell are you talking about? But then your brain says, well, like, is Edgecombe going to win a chip in the next 5 years? Like, he's going to be, like we just said, he's going to be 25. Like, is he going to win a championship? Is he going to break? Like, I don't know. If you get a guy like Giannis, giddy up. Like, if Maxey's your third best player behind Embiid and Giannis, it's like, it makes sense. Like I don't, but like, it's tough to let him go. I'm not mad they didn't do it. I'm just saying, like, that's why that conversation was interesting to me. I feel like people brush that aside. Like, absolutely no way. What are you talking about? You're smoking.
Yeah, I would have gave back next year's ticket plan if they did that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would have gave it back. I would have called immediately and gave it back, and I'll tell you why. Because you're saying, like, can he win at 25? Yeah, he can win at 25 because the star of the team, the leader of the team will be 30. So yeah, that, you know what I mean? Absolutely. Because it's not on him. He's coming in with already the leader here in Tyrese Maxey. So now he's able to grow his game, evolve. And why can't he win in the next 2 to 3 years? Like, why can't he? If Maxey's good enough, why can't he? He's going to keep getting better. So if Tyrese keeps doing what he does, which is get better and grow as a player, then why can't those two win one? Hypothetically, you know what I mean?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad they didn't do it. I'm just saying same thing. Giannis is 30. He's 31, 32.
Yeah,
so if he's your best player, Maxey's 25, Embiid, like, I don't think it couldn't work. But
no, I mean,
it was interesting.
It's definitely interesting. I mean, if you could do it without VJ, and it maybe sign me up, but obviously you can't. You know what I mean? Like, if I go give you 100 picks, like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, I'll just give you the next 10 years. It's all you guys.
Justin Edwards wasn't getting that done.
Yeah, next 10 years.
That's what sucks about the McCain injury. If McCain never gets hurt, it's a bunch of what ifs. But like, if he kept playing like he did his rookie year and just kept lighting it up, scoring 30 on a shit team, McCain might get that done. You do McCain, George, and a bunch of picks.
Yeah, well, the fact that you got, like I said, I mean, regardless of second round picks are tradable, but like, you just, you know, you usually don't get like a first back for a guy who hasn't played a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, over a year and a half, he's been banged up. Like teams like, you might not get.
It's basically a 2.
Basically, but still first.
But sure.
No, I mean, technically, he's still first.
I mean, like, yeah, technically, it's gonna be 31, but sure, yeah,
Maybe
32.
Maybe Houston goes in the tank. And it's not as good as it.
Maybe 27,
Maybe
25.
Like what ifs?
Rockets pick.
Lots of what ifs.
Rockets pick.
Yeah, it's the Rockets. They crown the Rockets.
Lots of what ifs.
Crown
No,
the Rockets.
they got Kevin
If they're
Durant.
still going with Titties pick, I get it.
Hey, man, when Kevin Durant's not on Twitter, he's a really good NBA player.
For the Houston Rockets. That's what we're doing right here. We're going out on that limb tonight. The Houston Rockets. Yeah, it's definitely 31, 32. Like if Oklahoma City, I'm right with you. No, it might be a 25. So it's the first round pick. And they've done a good job. And they've done a good job late in the first round, though. You know what I mean? So we have to give them credit where that's due, is they've done a good job with that stuff.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about Morey is the way the players talk about him. That's really it. I mean, I think for the most part he's done a good job here. Like he's made acquisitions that I'm like, okay, like I like that. Makes sense. Like I don't. It's just the way what went on with Harden. Marcus Morris was on a podcast and absolutely trashed him. McCain said, like, yeah, you just got to call. It's a part of the business, I guess, but like no warning. Not like, hey, we're looking to shop you. Just see you. Like they sent him to the lottery literally 6 months before. He represented us, and then they said, see you. Thanks for nothing. But like that's the only thing I don't like about him. I feel like none of the players have anything good to say about him. Like, he's a very sketchy. Like I don't know if he just makes false promises or just leads people on. Like Marcus Morris said, he has like a whole like system that just does a bunch of AI, and that's how he drafted Jaden Springer because the computer told him to draft Jaden Springer. Marcus Morris literally said that. So like he's going on a computer.
Yeah, he's a nerd. He's a
nerd.
Yeah. But
so it's like,
nerd or not, I don't expect there's not many guys when you don't win or somebody doesn't keep you or whatever that are going to give like these high praises for GMs around the league. So just to go back and dispute those guys, like not that I'm sticking up for Daryl Morey because he's a total nerd, but like anybody's talking shit, like yeah, that's what guys do.
Yeah. Marcus Morris, he's been bounced around like a ping pong ball. He's been around the league. I've never heard him talk about any other GM.
He's talking about him because of the AI shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a nerd. He's a nerd.
It's just weird.
He's a nerd, and he's had a hard on for a long time. What he did in Houston was nerd shit. There was going to be like all guards. We'll have nobody like over 6'7". And
we literally just took everybody that he knew and brought him here. Like in the Morey era. Like
you said it.
Yeah. In the Morey era, we literally had, think about all the Rockets we had. That's crazy. We did that before.
He did give us Hinkie though. Man, I miss that guy.
The league screwed that up.
I miss that guy.
Dave Silver sucks, dude.
Let's run it back.
Yeah,
please, bring him back. I'm in. Bring him back.
I don't think he's done a good job, a bad job. I think here he's sort of been in the middle, but he's been in some tough spots, and I think he's done a good job of getting himself out of it. You know what I mean?
I think that Daryl Morey is Dave Dombrowski, but like worse.
Well, I think it's unfair to even call him Dave because Dave's got titles.
Yeah, I get Dave, but he's a worse version of Dave Dombrowski. He's Dave Dombrowski who hasn't won. He's the guy who brings in older players, gets rid of the younger ones for the possibility of something else, and you don't win anything. But Dave Dombrowski hasn't won since Detroit. So, like, how long ago was that? 20 years?
Yeah, he's still living off those laurels. For sure.
Yeah, like Maglio Ordonez is on that roster. I think he retired in like 2007.
How good Maglio was?
Maglio was sick, dude. He was so good.
Maglio was awful.
Like, look, hey, Dave Dombrowski got like a lot of good guys on that roster. He got Miguel Cabrera to Detroit. So again, like good for him. But like I think like if you were to compare two older guys who've been around for a long time, like I don't know if Daryl's ever been like did the Rockets ever make the conference finals? Maybe once. Like the Sixers haven't made six. I think they made it one time. Like And it seems to me that every time that like somebody comes to the Sixers on like a vet minimum deal, it's a guy that was on the Rockets at some point. Like, can we get somebody else in here to help? But like, just to like kind of like wrap back to the McCain trade thing, like that, like how do we get rid of somebody and not bring anything else in? Your stopgap is bringing in a guy who wasn't in the NBA, he's playing in Europe. Are we serious?
Yeah, and I think that was the biggest gripe with fans too. Because if you did nothing, I don't think anybody would have complained. If you went to that deadline and did nothing, we would all have been happy. But you subtracted from your team, like because I think we all believe like it's a pipe dream, but fully healthy, we could make a push. Like the Eastern Conference is wide open, so I think fully healthy, we all believe that. And now you subtracted from this year's team, and then with George being suspended already, which you knew before you traded it, so now you're subtracting two people for nothing, and that's where I think you lost people. And also like you said, our backups, a Europe player, like Cam Thomas was floating around. The Bucks are paying him $900,000. They're not even paying him $1 million. Cam Thomas can score you 30, and he's perfect. He would come off the bench and just fire shots up. He'd literally be perfect. Like, but again, you don't do it. You just sit on your hands for 5 days. All we get is like guys that have been on the Rockets. You're so right. But I think that's where fans got lost.
And you're right. And I think that's the miss, right? Whether he thought he had something to deal, right? Whether he thought he had that second deal ready to go or whatever happened. That's the interesting thing that we'll probably never know. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't think you make that move. I mean, obviously they did, but if your goal was to move those assets, you have to have that done before you make the first.
It's got it. Yeah, it has to be like, all right, hey, look, cool. Yeah, like, we need this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do this. And then when I come back to you, this is done, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay, deal. Right? Like again, like I like Jared McCain. I do. I don't think he's going to be some perennial all-star. Now, obviously, he's playing really good in Oklahoma City, but like, I'm interested to see if you do this deal if Paul George isn't suspended. Like, because you did something trying to.
Well, I think it's easier if he's not. I don't think we're having this discussion if Paul George isn't suspended because I think to Bucket's points, now you're losing two guys instead of just one, right? If you have Paul George's minutes, then kind of the theory and the thought of where is McCain going to get minutes from even comes into play more because Paul George is soaking up those minutes or a combination of guys, right? But because you lose both of them, now you sit there and you have this conversation of, hey, Jared McCain can help us out right now.
Yeah. I also think, like, where are you at with Paul George? Like, if Paul George is playing, are you making it, like, again, I like Dominic Barlow. Are you making it an absolute priority that this guy has to be on the roster the rest of the season? If Paul George is playing every game. Like, there's another, like, that's another aspect of, like, we haven't really discussed. Like, is he still here? Are you absolutely converting him to be a full-time player? Like right away, like, you know, well, I mean, I probably would, but are you doing something else? Like, you don't have to trade away somebody like McCain. You can nickel and dime your way to get to the cap number that you want to dodge the cap from. You can get rid of Eric Gordon. You can drop Kyle Lowry. You could drop somebody else, right? And then you could just sign like 10-day contracts after that until you get like a vet minimum after like buyouts or whatever. Are you doing that deal if Paul George is still playing? That's where you're kind of at. Like,
yeah, I think that happened 5 days prior. Like Paul George got announced that he got suspended, and then you traded McCain 5 days later. So in your mind, at the deadline, even though it's not Morey's fault that Perky P's popping the perks, you can't go in there with a good headspace and say, hey, I'm going to lose two guys at the deadline and get nothing back. Like, yeah, you got picks, assets, future, cool. I'm tired of hearing about future. Embiid's been here for 12 years. Can we figure something out? I want to win now. So, like, the future I could care less about. I want to win now. And I think we all believe that it's a pipe dream, but fully healthy, we could have made a push in the Eastern Conference. It's wide open, especially this year, completely wide open. I mean, the Pistons are balling, but I don't think we're scared of the Pistons. So, I don't know. I just think losing two people and knowing when you trade McCain, it could have been McCain, it could have been Grimes, it could have been anybody. I think we're so hyper fixated on McCain. It could have been anybody. You're losing two scores and receiving nothing in return. I think that's where you lost half the fan base because the tax is another part of it. But I literally, everyone's checked out. Like there was like a buzz, and now it's just like, I put the game on. It is what it is. We beat the Heat tomorrow. Cool. I'm not jumping for joy. But we beat the Heat tomorrow with George and McCain playing. We're fired up. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a whole different story.
No, I think if everybody's playing at the end of the year, like the roster is, I think there's no reason to not be excited.
Yeah, like
You know what I mean? Like
this year,
they make
this
the
year
move
is,
and Paul George is out for the year. I agree more with that sentiment. I think they believe they're good enough to be in the top 6, get Paul George back, and their roster's good enough to go compete to get to an Eastern Conference final. I think they believe that with a healthy Embiid and George. So I again, not condoning the deal, just saying I don't think they looked at it like he's out for the year type. You know, he's coming back. I think there's 10 games left when he comes back, or 7, but enough basketball to be played to get back in the rhythm and be ready to go for a veteran. So I think that's how they look at it. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I think that's how they look at it.
So we're back in the same boat of, all right, cool. We're just waiting on if Embiid's healthy or not. Which, again, Embiid, when he's healthy, is a top 10, 5 player in the NBA. So obviously I agree with that. The dude should be able to, theoretically carry you in a playoff series, especially in these like lower tier Eastern Conference matchups, right? But it's frustrating that with a season you're going in so much promise, especially with a guy like VJ who's played as well as he is, that you're doing the exact same thing that you've done for the last 7 years, however long it's been.
Yeah, so, especially because the Eastern Conference was completely wide open. But now I actually don't even think, now that I'm thinking about it, after the Harden trade, we couldn't beat the Cavs before Harden got there. Now Harden, Schroeder, Keon Ellis is there. You got Tatum's coming back.
But we know what Harden and Donovan Mitchell do in the playoffs. They're crumbs. They choke in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Still not scared.
Yeah, but what do we do in the playoffs?
Yeah, well, we're just not healthy.
It'll be the battle of fucking look, man. It'll be the battle.
We don't even choke. We don't have guys playing.
Don't even get there.
We're just not healthy.
I do agree with this, though. I do agree with this. I do think if Paul George 100%. wasn't, it wouldn't have been McCain. It would have been your depth for.
Yeah, it would have been getting rid of 100%.
Because at that point, then you're definitely getting under the tax. Right,
yeah,
and Embiid or Drummond and Gordon are the ones that are gone.
Yeah, if they got rid of Drummond, to duck the tax, and then McCain was still here, I'm cool with that. But if they got rid of Drummond and McCain, that doesn't make sense to me. But
I think McCain would have been here, but who knows? Obviously,
poor Drummond. We just keep taking him back and kicking him out.
Well, he's perfect for us.
Yeah,
he really is.
He really is.
Yeah. He doesn't need a lot of minutes, and where we talk about Embiid being a point per minute guy, that dude's a rebound per minute guy. Yeah. And for a team, especially on the second unit, for a team that struggles to rebound, I thought it was stupid to get rid of him. But when you're dealing with a piece of shit owner, that's what you get.
I've always joked about it too, because I've always wanted to see him play the 5 and Embiid play the 4. Because as stupid as that sounds, Embiid can shoot and Drummond can rebound. You shake your head no, but I saw a Sixers team that was the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference with Ben Simmons and Dwight Howard on the same roster, running minutes together on the second unit. Like, both of them couldn't shoot a lick, and Simmons and Howard are running minutes together. We took the Hawks to 7. I know we lost. But I think Drummond and Embiid together, I want to see it like once. Like against like the Cavs, I think you could do it. Like the Cavs are big. Like you could. Joel shoots. He doesn't need the paint. Joel spends half his time on the 3-point line and the free throw line. Like, I'm not even talking about shooting free throws. I'm just talking about that's where the area he goes to work at. And then Drummond's knocking down the corner 3 now, too. Not that I want him shooting it all the time, but he's shooting better from 3. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I think it'd be cool. You got a point per minute guy with a rebound per minute guy.
I don't know, man. I just had a flashback. I was at Game 7 of the Hawks series. I just had a flashback of fucking Ben Simmons. I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
But all right, whatever.
I will do it. I will do it.
Yeah.
Fishing
no, like I'll if we're rehashing shit, I would die on the hill that, like, if that Kawhi shot doesn't go in, we win the title that year, and then like the entire last 6 years is different. Like Jimmy Butler doesn't leave, all this other stuff doesn't happen. Tobias Harris isn't signed here. Like all this stuff goes through, and everything's different.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that. But the one thing that would say the same is Joel's health. Or maybe it goes in a different direction.
That's fine. At least he's got a title.
I'll go to the future. I'll go to the future. Within 5 years, I really believe this. I think BJ Edgecombe will be the best player in the league.
Wow.
I just, dude, there's just something. There's something
that's spicy.
There's something to his game that's just like different. Like when you can do everything already, nobody does everything already. I mean, Wemby does. So I mean, I get it. There's when I say best player, I think you guys understand. I mean, like a top 5 guy in the league. You know, the best player in the league is always subjective. It can be argued all day. You know what I mean? But like I think he's that good. I truly believe he's that good.
And he's not afraid of the moment. Like, he's clutch as shit. He'll guard the other team's best player. I love him a ton. I think, and again, he's a rookie, so he's going to have stuff to work on. I think the only thing he needs to work on, and we're trying to shove a circle into a square hole. Like, the only thing he needs to work on is ball handling. He's not a point guard, and I get it, but he's playing a lot of point guard. He's ball dominant a lot when Maxey's not on the floor, especially. That's the only thing he needs to work on is ball handling. I feel like he turns the ball over a lot because he doesn't have the handles. It's never on a bad pass or an errant pass. It's always off the dribble. He'll turn the ball over. So I think that's really the only thing he's got to get in the lab over. And obviously he'll continue to get better and get in the lab with everything else. But that's the only thing he needs to polish. If he can polish his ball handling, like, I'm with you. There's nothing he can't do. Like, he does everything else.
No, and I think he already can get the spots he wants to get to.
I was just about to say, and I think he's a lot better than we all thought coming in handling the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was part of the knocks on him coming out of Baylor's, because he didn't do it a lot, right? He didn't handle the ball a lot, and he didn't shoot the ball a lot. So his 2 biggest knocks out, coming in were what's his deep shot look like, what's his jump shot, and can he get the spots? And he's proven over the first half of the year or first 3 quarters of the year that he can get to anywhere he wants to. And you're right, Buckets. He ain't afraid to shoot the ball. He ain't afraid to shoot. He ain't afraid of the moment. He ain't afraid to take that big shot. And you don't see that a lot in kids that young. Maybe kids coming in now because you're used to kids coming in that have played a lot of big time basketball over the years. But normally you don't expect that out of an 18, 19-year-old.
No, I just think his game translates. The athleticism's off the charts already. Like,
and to your point, Greg, it's the shooting.
What'd you say?
I said, to Greg's point, it's the shooting. I don't think anybody thought he'd be this good of a shooter, at least from 3, but also, like, he's developing this turnaround mid-range game. Like, his mid-range game has been exceptional the last couple of games.
Yeah, something he's been working on. What's the first thing he said when he got to the building as a rookie? I want to work on my shot. Well, appreciate you.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. Appreciate you. I mean, Don, I would give me the Raptors if you're giving me all those 3 teams for sure, but I don't really give a shit. If Raptors healthy, I'll play any of them.
Give me Raptors. I think
if I ranked it, Raptors, Cavs, then Knicks.
In order, and I think the Knicks are a better team, but in order, I would rather play the Raptors, the Knicks, and then the Cavs. I think we match up better with the Knicks than the Cavs.
Yeah, I'll go Raptors, Cavs, Knicks. But I think we can beat all 3 of them. Again, if healthy.
Yeah. No, I like the Cavs a lot. I really do, because you're going to have Harden and Mitchell, one of them on the floor at all times. And Schroeder and Ellis were, like, very underrated pickups. Like, they've been there. Like, Schroeder's been around. He's been all around the league. He's played with everybody. But I don't know. I think the Cavs are going to be a tough matchup for us. But I'd take the Raptors any day. If I had a choice of who I wanted to play, yeah. We could go against Embiid versus Jakob Poeltl. Are we okay?
Yeah, take that matchup.
Yeah.
Till they bring out the ghost of Paul or Marc Gasol just eats us up. Sign him to a 10-day right before the playoffs.
Yeah. And then it's Quickly and Maxey, who played together, went to college together. They're basically the same player. Maxey's just a better Quickly. And then then it's Ingram. I mean, Raptors don't scare me really at all. Barnes is pretty good.
Barnes is really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would take the Raptors. The Knicks are weird. The Knicks are very weird. I don't think people talk about enough the Bridges trade. They got rid of 6 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and he's been like very, I don't know. He's been
average.
In a funk. Yeah, like he's in the starting lineup. He's out of the starting lineup. Like, he's not really scoring. He's not doing much. And when they close games, he's like rarely in the game. Like it'll only be like if there's 10 seconds left and there's a free throw happening and they'll sub him in for defensive purposes. But besides that, he's rarely closing games. So 6 first-round picks for a guy you're not closing with, to me, is that's nuts. But isn't that great? Mikal Bridges gets 6 first-round picks. Luka got what, 1?
Just asinine. Look. There, I don't believe in a lot of conspiracy theories. The conspiracy theory that Luka was forced to go to the LA by the NBA is absolutely true. It's 100% true. There's no goddamn way in the world that the Mavs are giving him up for nothing. And Anthony Davis, there's no way.
I think Nico Harrison was completely correct. He just traded for the wrong guy. You don't trade for Anthony Davis. But if you got a way better player than Davis, like long term, he's so right. Like Luka's a loser. Like he can score 40, 45, 50 all he wants. He plays no defense, and every ref hates him. They can't stand him. He's bitching every single play. He won't get back.
He's a bitch.
And it doesn't help when you get around the biggest bitch in the world.
Oh, Doug.
Yeah, well, that doesn't help it either. And I'll say this about Luke, like about that trade. You're right, Buckets. If it's the same player just healthy, it's a no-brainer. Like if AD's like a guy that plays 70 plus a year, it's a no-brainer.
And Kyrie doesn't tear his ACL.
Yeah, like no disrespect. Like AD healthy is better than Luka is. He brings you more. He just brings you more because he plays defense and he can score. So I mean, he's not going to give you 50 like he gives you, but he's a better overall player. Is my point.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even go that far. Like even if Davis was completely healthy, I'm just saying, like, could you make the argument? Maybe, but if you got a better player than Davis, then I'd agree with it. I think Nico Harrison was right. He just traded for the wrong guy.
Well, and it's probably because you had to go after Davis because you couldn't grab Reeves because of money wise.
It's just the wrong guy because of health.
Yeah,
but I think money was the issue of why they had to grab him.
Well, yeah, it's money, but like, how old's Anthony Davis? 32, 33?
32.
Like he's too old. All right, so he's 30, and he just got traded again. Like. He's going to trade again a year later.
He's in the part of his career where he's the money guy getting moved, right? To match money. He's that money guy.
When you're a career 24, like 11 and 2.3 blocks a game, all right, when that's your career average, you can make the argument it's the right trade, the wrong health report. Like, you know what I mean?
Right, so we're just doing like. I almost think the NBA should be more NFL-like. If a guy's over 30, you don't trade for him.
If a guy's over 30 and doesn't play a lot to begin with, you don't trade for him. To your point,
yeah, for sure.
It's a combo guard. That should be a red flag. We have red flags in Salesforce, right? You know what I mean? Like, goddamn NBA don't have red flags. I mean, what is going on here?
I mean, I'd trade for Curry at 30 years old. I'd trade for Curry.
Okay. But like, so Steph Curry's different because all he does is run around screens and he shoots, right? It's not Anthony Davis who's down there in the block who's getting beat up every night.
Yeah, it's positional. It's like I think centers have like the same lifespan as like running backs after like 5 years.
Exactly. That's the thing I'm talking about here. Like if you're 31 in the NBA but you're a center, your career's almost over. If you're 30 and you're a guard, then you could probably still keep playing. Right? Yeah. Versus like if you're 27 as a running back, you probably got 2 more years. If you're 27 as a wide receiver, you probably have like 3 or 4 more years. If you're 27 as a lineman, you probably got like 5 or 6 more years. And maybe you trade for somebody like that.
I got the monkey banging cymbals right now.
Again, like this is what we're talking about. Exactly. Like,
yeah, because like when they traded for him, he was averaging, he was playing the whole year, and he was averaging 25, 12, and almost 2.5 blocks a game. So, like, you know what I mean? You're trading for the right talent, to your point, but you could have went somewhere and got a guard that could have brought you the same, like that same type of dual aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you trade for him because he's a unicorn. That's why they did it. It doesn't mean it's right. But
they had Lively, who they just drafted. They had Gafford. They had PJ Washington. So to me, like, if you're trading a guard that scores 30 a night, you trade him for another guard because you have Irving, and then you'll have another guard that gives you 30, and then you have the pieces to fit around him. So I don't know. I just think it was the wrong guy. But he was absolutely right about what he said about Luka. Like, I don't think Luka will ever win. Every single referee hates him. It's known. It's a fact that they can't stand him. He bitches. It's literally not an exaggeration. Every single trip down the floor, he bitches. But
European, like the only European who's ever won anything is Dirk, and it was one time. So Europeans don't win.
Well, was Jokic and Giannis? No, I don't know. Are they
Jokic is, I guess. Yeah. So Jokic and Dirk. That's it, right?
Giannis
so Jokic is won once. Giannis is like it doesn't really. I don't think that really counts. Yeah, I don't want to be a dick about it. I don't think that really counts. But
Greece is like the middle of Europe.
I don't think that really. No, like you know what I'm talking about. Don't stop.
No,
you know what I'm talking about. Okay. But
Manu Ginobili don't win.
All right, hey,
Tony Parker, the French.
Tony Parker.
Now you get exposed. Oh, who's going A2D Wednesday night exposed talk? Like you didn't think it was going to happen. Like I was sitting here thinking too, and then all of a sudden Ryan just got absolutely demolished by UFA.
Look, when you have Tim Duncan,
Little
who's one
Manu
of the best
Ginobili.
power forwards of all time, and you get two random ass guys from Europe.
Well, you can't say guys who have 75 rings don't win.
No,
They're
Hall
of Famers. They're Hall of Famers.
Put your fingers down. You know what I mean? You going to disrespect it? You expect Marco Bellinelli, Tony Ginobili. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. How you going to disrespect Manu like that?
You want to say like Pepe Sanchez didn't win, or Marco Bellinelli? Like, all right.
White European. Kill the white. That's what the world we're in.
Everybody else, nobody other than the Spurs know Europe. Okay, that's it. I'll give it to Pop. I'll give it to Pop. Everybody else, no. Get out of here. Come on. How long did we wait for what's his name?
Pop made the European food, babe. You know what I mean?
That's what again.
European culture.
It's all about
bringing it in the history books.
My man Greg is so good with Europeans. Everybody else is ass. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm not a big Euro guy, so I'm not here. Like I love with number 8 overall, we're gonna stash a guy for 7 years in France.
That's what I'm talking about. We had
literally
how long was Saric in Europe
fuck
for?
Yourself when people do that, when teams do that. Like I'm not even a fan of you, and I hate you. Now I hate you.
I say, look,
like a lottery pick. We're gonna stash
again, white Europeans. Look, hey, so Wemby's a unicorn, Don. All right, look.
I forgot about Wemby too. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind again.
Spurs here. He hasn't won anything yet, but he's on the Spurs.
Specimen.
It's
unicorns.
That's it. Give it to Greg Popovich. He'll sign you. Like we good.
You know what the Europeans said to you? They said, "Hey, watch this trick. We're gonna send over a 7'6" guy who can handle, shoot it." Taco. Right? And they were like, "Oh, we're going to give you. Hey, Ryan said Euros can't play. Hold on. We're going to put an end to this.
White Europeans can't.
We just had an All-Star game where it was the world versus.
Yeah, they can't play.
They can't play. SGA.
They've never been invited.
SGA is from Canada.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Ryan said, are EuroLeague racist?
Look, I've had enough of the Sixers drafting white EuroLeague centers. I don't need it anymore. All right, keep them in Europe. Give me some guys that played at LSU or somebody.
I'm still waiting for Karolinko to come over.
We already went through that one.
That's on me. Hand up. That one's on me. All right. Give me UConn. Give me Washington. No, I don't want Washington.
No, we don't Washington.
Stand up on me. Give me Arizona State. Give me Florida. Give me Florida. I'll even take Florida State. Give me
Ilyasova was great here.
Give me a McNeese State. I'll take one of those.
Yeah, right? Ryan would pass up a European for Zaire Smith and an Uncrustable.
No, absolutely not. Zaire Smith is dog shit.
Pre or post allergy.
We should have had Mikal Bridges. Again, that's a bullshit trade. We should have had Mikal Bridges here. I cannot believe you drafted the guy and traded him on draft night. His mom
worked here. Like you, his mom too.
What the fuck?
A fucking combo guard. Like, what are you doing?
He played in Nova. His mom worked for the Sixers, and he traded him on draft night for a guy.
Hey, Mrs. Bridges, we drafted your son. We had a party. We brought cake. We brought cake. Like I bet somebody came to work next day with cake. Didn't know he got dealt. You know what I mean? Like I guarantee somebody.
Somebody was on PTO that week.
Yeah.
We'd have the
didn't get the memo.
I'm losing my mind here. This is insane. Give me a scrappy Knicks team that should be playing in Philadelphia.
Oh, fuck the Knicks.
No, give me the Nova Knicks in Philly. I would love it so much. I hate them. I hate them so much.
You lost me.
You would be. You would be Beverly Hills, Philadelphia.
No.
You would be Beverly Hills, Philadelphia.
Beverly Hills,
Nova Nation. Nova Nation.
Go Cats.
We'd be so happy.
Up on the main line.
What are you talking about?
Up on the main line.
It would be so much fun.
Ryan, I will say it is super annoying, especially when they had DiVincenzo. Everywhere you look, they took Shamit. I know Yabusele's not there anymore, but they took Shamit. It was Shamit, Yabusele, DiVincenzo, Hart, Bridges, Brunson. I'm like, dude, we're losing to our own people. I'm like, we're losing.
No,
it's like Shamit, Daggers screaming into the camera on national TV. I'm like, bro, we had him.
I do want Jay Wright. I do think he's better coach than Nick Nurse. Give me Jay Wright.
You won't coach in the NBA, but yeah.
You can kiss my ass too.
Jay Wright, if you're listening, kiss my ass.
Okay, all due respect, I became anti-Nova, and I'll tell you why. Not the players. I became anti-Nova because I feel like when the losers come out and the fair weather comes out, I get turned off. It's just a me thing, right? Because I'm not going to go clamor and claim Villanova now because they're 35 minutes away. I never claimed them prior. I hate the fake claim. That's my issue. Now, everybody's got a fucking post.
Nova's
it's different for me because my whole family went there.
That's a different conversation.
I'll bet it.
My sister-in-law went there, so I could claim it if I really goddamn wanted to, right? But you have a different conversation, Buckets. When the whole family goes there, you should be partying on Broad Street.
You're like
there for the parade. But the guys who have no ties and were never a fan shouldn't be on social media demanding a goddamn parade. That's my issue. That's when my issue started. And I was rooting for him. All March Madness, I was rooting for him. So I'm saying this as a guy who cheered for him, but said absolutely fucking not to the frauds who were talking parades. That never went there, had no ties there, none of their family went there. Kiss my ass.
It's deeper for me because my whole family went there, and then when I played at Newman, they made you do security. So I was at the pavilion doing security for all the basketball games. I met like all the players. It was sick. Phil Booth, Josh Hart, like chatting up with them. It was awesome. And then like Chris Jenkins, I did an interview with him. I got his phone number. He's been super cool.
Yeah,
I've been and I watched them when I was like 16. I was watching the whole tournament run, and now they're all in the league. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, we're losing to guys that I just rooted for. Like, it stinks more.
That's over.
Yeah,
we're in a better spot. If you ask me who I'd rather be in the next 3 to 5 years, I'd rather be the Philadelphia 76ers.
Look, I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you there.
I would, but
like,
you would.
Look, if you,
I would, but
you would what?
I think stars are more. I think they're more enticed to go to New York than they would here. Like, I think it's easier for the Knicks. I think it's easier for the Knicks to blow it up. Yes, I do want to. If we don't draft Embiid, if we don't draft Embiid, nobody comes.
Fight Buckets. It's just a goddamn snowball fight. Don't do this. People aren't going to want to go to New York, right? If you're taxing the rich, you want to be technical about this, all right? If you're going to go tax the rich more, they're not going to get the players you think they're going to get. People care about their pocket.
Depends how good you are. If you're a star, that shit don't matter because
it matters.
You'll do a commercial.
Tax more.
Your face will be on Center City. You'll be fine. It'll be on Broadway.
When you're giving up half your salary, and I don't have to get it to go somewhere else.
You'll make half your salary back on Jimmy Fallon.
I'm not telling you they won't attract players. What I'm telling you is, if they're getting taxed more, they're going to lose out on players.
I hear you. If you're that good, like if you're like a star that's already in the league that wants to get traded there, like it won't matter. You have
nobody wants to go to New York.
I think Giannis did
want to go to New York. They would have been going to New York for the last 20 years. Nobody wants to go to New York.
Nobody wants to go to New York.
They wouldn't have had to fabricate Jalen Brunson as a star.
The New York Knicks are the most overrated franchise in all professional sports. The fake allure for the New York Knicks is the most overrated thing in the history of sports. They're the biggest frauds ever. Miss me on the New York Knicks and the fraud like mecca of Madison Square Garden. Shut up.
When was their last ring?
I love when you talk dirty to me.
When was their last ring?
1974.
There you go, Johnny. There you go, Johnny.
What were we, 80? or 83, 80,
83.
83.
Yeah, like look, every time I've ever seen like somebody go off at the Garden, it's been somebody
Jalen
else.
Hurts.
It's been on the other. It's been on the other team.
Jalen Brunson. Jalen
Hurts.
I want to say this as fair as I can say it. I think he stinks. I just think I hate his game. I hate his game.
I don't. Okay, he doesn't stink.
It's the old man game.
What did I say prior to
He doesn't
stinks?
stink.
What did I say prior to stinks? What was my wording?
I think.
Context is no. I don't think I think I said I'm going to say something that's great. Like I thought.
Oh yeah. I think.
We got. See how context doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter is, again, we'll start it again. I'm going to say something outlandish, and he isn't what I say he is, but I think he stinks. But he doesn't stink. His game is his game's blah to me. I see so many bullshit calls he gets.
He's a fabricated star.
Yeah, like I think he's a damn good player. I don't think he's a superstar.
NBA fabricated him to be a star.
Can I say that? Like, I don't think he stinks, which is a joke.
I've said it, and I'll say he stinks. I don't like him.
Even though I said it 3 times.
Jalen Brunson reminds me a lot of like the Hawks series Trae Young. That's what he reminds me of.
Trae Young's another guy that stinks.
No, he reminds me.
Trae Young actually stinks. Jalen Brunson.
He reminds me of a 35-year-old that can't move and is just hanging on. Like, it's just weird.
James Harden. I think James Harden is a fraud, top 75 player of all time.
Jalen Brunson isn't better than James Harden, and it's not similar. I think James Harden's a better shooter than Jalen Brunson is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jalen Brunson works a little bit harder than James Harden does. I would say that. Like I'd rather as somebody who like if you could give me, say I don't know, last year too, like over the last couple of years, I'd rather have Jalen Brunson than James Harden on my team. Yeah. Right? James Harden is the better.
The Knicks stink. Like you just. I'm saying, but Tom just said it. They haven't won since '73. They're the most overrated lore. Blah blah. And Brunson comes here, and now they're relevant. So I can't say he stinks.
It was fabricated because they want New York to be good.
Dude, he's a good player. Yeah. He's a really good player.
The NBA has been starving for a star in New York.
He's just not a star.
And they overpaid. They made Jalen Brunson that star.
Is this conversation different if they beat Indiana? Because they were up 2-0, and Halliburton was just
everything's different if you win, babe.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, like, they lost to Indiana 2 or 3 years in a row.
Why can't I call a guy just a really good player? Why does it have to be labeled as a star? Because he's their best player. They got a lot of good players. OG Anunoby's a damn good player.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Mikal Bridges is a damn good player. Like Josh Hart's a damn good player. Like, no, I'm not just going to say that he's a star. Because if he's a star, they win. They win the title last year if he's a star. No, so he's a really good player. It's okay to say he doesn't have star qualities. He has really good player qualities. He's a damn good point guard. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
So to me, is he Embiid? Is Embiid a damn good player? They both average like 27.
No, because Embiid's different.
Embiid's got an MVP.
An MVP.
Yeah. Like, I think they throw the term star around way too much in professional sports in general, not just the NBA. You throw the term star around way too much. I think there should be like 15, like 10, 15 star. Exactly. You should be like 10, 15 star players in a league. Like guys throw around the term star way too damn much. People are trying to tell me that Daniel Jones was a star the 1 year that the Giants made the playoffs, right? He's not a star. Yes, he played well in Indy this year, but again, like, all right, solid player. You could be an all-star and not be a star, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the most overused. So you're telling me 32 teams, there's 32 stars? You can miss me with
absolutely
that.
not.
You can miss me.
So some teams might have
LaMelo Ball is a star?
Yeah, exactly.
I think so.
Some teams might have like 2 stars on their roster, but some teams might not have a guy that's going to even sniff an all-star team. You know what I mean? Like, that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard you say, by the way.
He's 24.
Yeah.
Well, he's 24. He's a piece of shit. Running people over, running cars over.
That's what makes a player great. I got my Jalen
Harden jersey. But he's got more
loser. His brother had the only type of winning in him. He's the loser of the bunch. His older brother's a loser. The middle one was the only.
No. Honestly, I'd rather have LiAngelo than LaMelo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather have LiAngelo. At least he's a vibes guy.
What are we drinking
LiAngelo's a
tonight?
clown. LiAngelo's a clown. And
No,
LaMelo's a clown, too.
Dad's a clown.
Lonzo's the only normal one, right? Out of all of them, seriously, and he's probably the best out of all of them. He just got hurt.
Yeah.
He's probably overall the best player out of all of them.
LaMelo, they'll all tell you that LaMelo is better, but I agree. Like,
because he then won fucking mixtape.
He might be a better winner. Well, he's also been in Charlotte. Like again, now Charlotte has players around him, and they're
if you're a
starting to
star,
win.
you change a franchise, babe. That's how stars work.
Mm-hmm.
No, if Maxi's here with no George and Embiid, and with the roster we have right now, they're winning 15 games. They're winning 20 games.
No, probably not, because you have all this money to go to other things. So I disagree.
Yeah, they're just saying if George
You can't
and
just
Embiid
take two guys off a fucking roster that are
that's what the Hornets are. That's what the Hornets are. Like they had for the last 3 years, they had LaMelo and nothing else. They had Miles Bridges. That was it. They don't have anything. So now they have a team.
That's not true. They drafted the kid from Bama. They drafted guys. If they hit or didn't hit, it's a different conversation.
Brandon Miller.
They've got plenty of picks.
Yeah, Miller's good.
The gunman.
Yeah, they're good now. I'm saying like in the past, but I don't know. I think LaMelo will be fine. But again, he's not a star yet. He's not a star yet. Like I agree, the star gets overplayed for sure. But he's got star quality. Like he's 24. He's going to lead. The Hornets they're in a good spot. They got Miller, him, Knipple. They're going to be good.
Yeah, potentially.
Look,
but
if I'm not seeing your highlights again, like I'm outside of the Sixers, I'm not going to say I'm like the biggest NBA guy. I'm not watching a random Kings like Trailblazers game on a Thursday night, right? Like I'm not going to go out there and say that. I'm not like, I'm not the NBA, demon that like everybody watches everything on League Pass or whatever. But like, look, if I'm not seeing your highlights on Twitter every night, you're not a star. You're not a star. Like, legitimately. Like if you're playing in Charlotte, you're probably not a star. If you're playing in New Orleans, you're probably not a star. Like the one guy in like a small type of market that has even been some type of star, over my years, like outside of SGA, who obviously was phenomenal, is like fucking God, what's his name? Why am I forgetting this?
Lillard.
Yeah, Damian Lillard out of like Portland. Like he's the one guy I would say that like in a small market or somebody that like you don't see a whole lot of has like raised himself to be a star. Other than that, like these guys are playing on, like national television 2-3 times a week. You're seeing, Luka, again, we've had this conversation. He's putting up 40 a night. You're seeing his highlights all the time. Trae Young, when he came out of the league, putting up like highlights. Joel Embiid putting up 40, 50 points a night. Like if you're not seeing these guys regularly, like Anthony Edwards, right? Again, smaller type of market. Like this guy's disgusting. He's insane up in Minnesota. But like Maxey and VJ put him in a pretzel the other night. And it's just like you can be on a really good team and still not be like, be able to compete or whatever. Like there's 15, 20 stars in the league maximum. People throw around the term star way too goddamn much, right? Like on the, I don't know, like the 2060, whatever year the Warriors set the record for, like the most wins of the season, right? They're trying to tell me that all these guys on the team are a star, right? Like you can't have 5 stars on the same team. It doesn't work like that. You can have 2, right? If you have Steph, you can talk me into Steph and Clay or Steph and KD. Like, yeah, those are stars. Like, is Klay Thompson a star if he plays somewhere else? Probably not. Is he a really good player? Absolutely. Is he an all-star? Absolutely. Like,
he was a star on that team.
Yeah, again, on that team.
Yeah.
Right? If you take Steph, you put him on a different team, he's probably still a star. If you take KD, obviously you put him on a different team, he's still a star. Is Klay Thompson, if you put him on a different team in that same time, a star? And again, it's not a knock on him. He's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a really, really good player. Is he a star player in the NBA? I don't know.
Well, let's get crazy. He is a star. Is he a superstar?
All right. So again, that's a whole different conversation, right? Like if you want, okay, that term also gets thrown around way too much. Again, same shit. There's 5 superstars in the league, and there's 15 to 20 stars in the league, and there's everybody else. If that makes sense, right? Like superstars are Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Giannis. That's it. Those are superstars.
I think the LeBron gets overplayed now too because his longevity is super like great. Like it's just complete greatness. But is he one of the just talent wise? Is he one of the 15 best players in the league right now? I don't think so.
No, I don't. Again, so name recognition obviously goes into this conversation, right? So you're playing the Lakers tomorrow night. You're like, oh shit, what's LeBron been doing lately? Like he's the first guy you look at. Okay, now here's Luka. All right, here's XYZ, whatever it's going to be, right? So is he a guy that should be in that conversation of the top 10 player in the league right now? No, probably not. But obviously he can still give you that top 10 like best player of all time type game. It's possible. Is he going to do it every night? No, which is why they got Luka.
Yeah. Well, I've been staring at Greg's Phillies hat, and I'm itching to talk Phils.
Sure.
So I saw this. I don't know who it was, but I saw it on Instagram, and it's so true. So the Phillies, they're going into the year, right? Very solid bullpen, very solid starting pitching, right? Mm-hmm. Schwarber, Turner, Harper, however you want to manipulate them in the lineup, whether Schwarber leads off, bats third, whatever, right? Solid. Mm-hmm. Their weakest point, everyone wants to talk about the outfield. Their weakest point is 4 through 9 in the lineup. I think
their weakest point in the lineup is their 4-hole.
Correct, but that's the weakest point. But 4 through 9 is very weak.
I disagree with that.
Well, that ties into the outfield. Because 3 of those guys are in the outfield.
Correct. 2 of them are in the infield, though, Stott and Bohm.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. Yeah, it ties into the outfield for sure. But I think that's like
everybody's worried about Alec Bohm hitting. I just think he can buy a club.
No, we're worried about him hitting in the 4-hole.
No.
Right. Again, that's what I'm talking. That right there. Yes.
Again, Rob Thompson is a fucking idiot. So hopefully, with all due respect to Rob, that Don Mattingly, who's a baseball guy, can maybe put a little feel into the room. All right. And the feel into the room is shut up with the protection shit. Like the protection shit might be the most overrated thing in all sports. We're doing an overrated night. Might be one of the most overrated things I've ever heard. Knock it off with the protection. Okay. If you want to go righty, lefty, that's a different conversation. But knock me off with protecting anybody. Guys hit, they hit. So sure, we're going to leave Trey Turner off. All right. Then in the 2-hole, that's where if you're going to put Alec Bohm somewhere, I probably then go put him in the 2-hole. Because he's a contact guy. He hits behind the runners well. Like this is 101 baseball then. Okay. And then you can figure out how you want to match the other 2. But if you go lefty, 3-4, like, what is it? It's over. Oh my God. They're going to bring a lefty out of the pen. Miss me. Please.
Well, to your point, we won a World Series with lefty at the 3-4.
Utley Howard. Oh, I appreciate you.
Well, sorry.
I love that. No. I like that even better because when you're going somewhere and somebody then takes you and it isn't the person starting it, it just confirms like we're on the same page. Yeah, how you doing? And I know we all are because a lot of heads are going. Stop overthinking it, right? If Justin Crawford's your best 2-hole hitter, then bat him in the 2. Right, like this isn't an overthink process here. Then you can go Bohm 3 and maybe mix it around. I don't know how you would do that, right? But I like how I presented it right there. Your 1 through 4 that's what it is. Start with that and let's see how it goes. So you want protection, you have it. Yeah, you're protected. Guys are protected. The guy who's batting for Harper. That's what I'm going to hear next. Okay, I don't care.
This is what I want to do. I don't care. He's a rookie. I don't care. I don't care anything about the fact he's a rookie. I don't care about putting pressure on him. I want to lead Justin Crawford off. I want to have him hit leadoff. I want to have Trey Turner hit second. Then you go Harper, Schwarber, Adolis Garcia, and then fill in everybody else after that. You give me that top 5. That's I take Bowman to 5. That's okay. I'd like to see a little bit more pop there, but that's okay. And then you can kind of fill in wherever you want. But if you tell me that like a guy who's hit 300 plus every single year and can swipe bags and he's running balls down the outfield, like put him in the leadoff spot. Just be like, hey, look, this is where you're going to be. This is it. You got it. I saw again. Spring training doesn't mean dick. Doesn't mean a single thing, right? All I saw in Justin Crawford's first spring at bat against a left-handed pitcher from the Blue Jays, who I forget who it was. He was like their third or fourth starter last year. First pitch of the at bat, he rips a ball that would have been a home run if it was a foot left down the right field line. Then he hits a ball to the left center field gap off the wall. Okay? Put this dude in the leadoff spot. Put Trey Turner second because I think he's probably better in the 2-hole, even though he had a great year at a leadoff spot last year. Then you go Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber. Then your lineup is a hell of a lot deeper that way. You can argue with me all you want, and everybody's going to. I don't really care. But if we're going to put these guys in the lineup, and Justin Crawford is going to be a day one starter going into April or March, and whenever it's going to be, put this guy in the leadoff spot because it's where he succeeded his entire minor league career. He's obviously like.
Oh, I don't.
Unfortunately, it won't happen. Unfortunately, but I'm with you because especially in that at bat, which we didn't talk about, he dropped he dropped to 0-2. He was 0-2 in that at bat. Fall through it. Mm-hmm. So as a leadoff guy, if you're going to make the pitcher throw 10 pitches to start the game, giddy up.
There's something about guys that nobody talks about, right? And it's just being a professional hitter. And some guys are just have it that when they get into the minor league systems, and there's professional hitters, and then there's a professional hitter with pedigree, and pedigree meaning daddy was a damn good one, right? So when you have that pedigree, and you're a professional hitter, like Ryan said, and we've talked about this ad nauseum on this show, and all you do is hit. Go let the kid hit where he hits then. Because you want to take the fan base in a different direction too. You want to get me going in my loins a little bit, right? And a lot of other people, and make you feel a little bit different this year. Go let the kid eat. And if he struggles, you can always change it around. You can always change it around. I don't disagree with it. I really don't. I think this team's going to win by their pitching. Right, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's how they're built. So they're built by their rotation and they're built by their pen.
Fire me up with two guys in Justin Crawford and Trey Turner getting on base for Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. Fire me the fuck up with that shit. Fire me up. Two guys that can run a little bit, contact guys, you get on base, and I don't care if they're both singles. I couldn't care less. They could combine for 15 home runs next year. I know for a fact that Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber are going to drive those guys in. Get on base. That's it. I don't care if he gets a hit or a walk. Again, money ball me the fuck up on this. Get on base. You're going to score runs. Then after that, right, you have even if like somebody it's a fly ball or whatever, Alec Boehm hit a ball to the right center field gap. Adolis Garcia hit a sac fly. And then when you have Bryson Stott hitting 9th, the dude's a damn good hitter. He's a first-round draft pick. And you have JT Romito hitting 7th. Your lineup gets so much deeper if you just have this guy who's hit leadoff his entire career hit leadoff.
Yeah,
just do it. It's easy.
Yeah, please. I don't hate it. I think it makes sense.
If they don't do it.
It's easy until you realize who the manager is.
They won't do it.
I like Boehm at the 5 spot for sure.
It's easier till you realize the manager.
If he hits all spring in the leadoff spot, they absolutely would do it.
But he hit 6th today. They had Schwarber lead off today, and they had him hit 6th. Why?
Lead off.
Yeah. Trey didn't play today, but Crawford hit 6th. Schwarber hit lead off. I forget what was in between, but it was just it was such a weird lineup.
Did Crawford play longer than Schwarber?
I don't know. I saw the lineup. I saw highlights on Twitter. I was working. I did.
Yeah, because that goes into it too. Schwarber could have one at bat, and then maybe on a second one they just yank him.
Or 2, and then they get him out earlier. I don't know.
Potentially.
Schwarber, JT, Harper, Boehm, Garcia, Crawford, Kemp, Sosa. Schwarber had 2 at bats. Crawford had 3 at bats. They both came out. JT had 2 at bats. Harper had 2 at bats. Boehm had 3 at bats. Boehm had 3 at bats.
How come we've had this conversation before, and I get he's like a great bench guy. But I don't understand why you can't try the idea of Sosa playing every day. If you flop him if you only play him against lefties or whatever, so be it. But I'd like to platoon him more. How come Marsh and Kepler and Otto Kemp, how come these guys are the primary platoon guys? Why do they get to just play every other day? I don't understand why Sosa's always been the guy that's like, all right, he's going to play 5 straight games, and then we're not going to see him for a month, and then he's going to pinch hit.
Well, Bryson Stott's a Gold Glove caliber second baseman. If he's batting ninth, it doesn't really matter what he's doing. And I think with Stott, like maybe he doesn't give you the best at bats all the time, but whenever, like it seems that whenever he's up in a big spot, he comes through.
I like Stott. I'm not saying second base. I'm saying he could play left field. He could play right field. Sosa could play the outfield.
He's not an outfielder.
Yeah, why not? He robbed the home run last year. You freaking climbed the wall.
Look, he's not an outfielder.
He did drop one right before that too. So
it's the same type of deal. Like, look, Otto Kemp hit a home run today. I like the idea of Otto Kemp. I do not like the idea of Otto Kemp playing left field, right? In a platoon with Brandon Marsh.
My whole thing is how come Marsh, Kepler, like how come those guys get to be platoon guys like Otto Kemp, but then Sosa doesn't, and then whenever Sosa gets a chance, he gets like 400 for us, just always lights it up, and then we just don't see him again for a month. I don't know.
I love Edmundo Sosa. He's a great bench guy, but that's what he is. He's a bench guy. I don't think that if he's getting 500 at bats, he's not putting up the same numbers that he does in 100.
You know what he is? He's instant offense.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You have starters, you have platoon guys, and then you have bench guys. And to me, he's always been a bench guy. I would love to see him like filter in the platoon. I
think he's an instant offense guy. I think when he gets
here's a deep cut for you. Edmundo Sosa is Greg Dobbs. You guys remember Greg Dobbs?
Yeah.
How good he was in pinch hitting situations with like the 08 Phils. Whenever that dude came up, he got a hit. I don't know. Whenever he got a spot start, he sucked ass. Whenever he came up in a big spot like the 7th, 8th inning, dude hit a double.
Yeah, but I think Sosa's even better in the spot starts though. Like Sosa is a great spot starter. Like he's a great guy. You know, game 2 of a series he plays. You know, maybe the next series he plays game 3, and he's just an instant offense guy. He can give you little spurts, but he's just not an everyday player. Can he go? Can he go run you 70 starts a year and be super productive? Absolutely. You know what I mean? But he's never going to be a guy that is going to run you 150 for a good team. Yeah. Now, sure, if he's their 9th hitter, yeah, you know what I mean? But you guys know what I mean.
Yeah, but Mike's asking, like, why is it somewhere else? So, like, Alec Boehm's a better player than Edmundo Sosa. Trey Turner's obviously a better player than Edmundo Sosa. Bryson Stott is a much better defensive player than Edmundo Sosa. You could fight. I'd hear you out on the hitting aspect. But again, I think Bryson Stott comes through clutch when it matters, right? Not to say that Edmundo Sosa wouldn't.
Well, Bryson
I'm not talking about the infield. It's more. I know he's an infielder. It's more the outfield for me. Like because we've played guys I feel like the last 5 years you've had Schwarber, Weston Wilson. Like we've had so many guys in the outfield, Castellanos, that aren't really like outfielders, but we play them out there anyway. So it's like don't tell me Sosa can't play outfield when we've seen Kyle Schwarber play left field. We've seen Weston Wilson play left field. We've seen, we throw whoever the hell we want out there. So it's like, if we're going to play Otto Kemp in left field, how come Sosa can't play left field? That's just where I'm at with it. I just think, I like Kemp. I'm not a Kemp hater. I'm just saying I don't understand why he can never be in the platoon with those kind of guys. Why is he never a part of that rotation? Because I think offensively, he brings us, I'm more comfortable with him at the plate than I am Marsh. I'm more comfortable with him at the plate than I am Kepler. I know Kepler's not here, but I'm just saying, like, these guys, these platoon guys, I get it's a lefty-righty situation, but, like, Weston Wilson, like, I don't know. Like, could he go yard? Yeah, but I'd rather have Sosa playing. So it's like, I don't know. We throw whoever the hell we want out in left field. I feel like we've been doing that in the years past. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I think they tried that last year just because of exactly what you're talking about, and it just didn't work out. So...
No, but I think this team can forget their offense for a minute because, we got to see it, the consistency, right? But when you talk about a staff of Zach Wheeler, Christopher Sanchez, Luzardo, Nola, Painter, I mean, that is dangerous. And then you go to the pen, and you obviously the Duran move was such a great move because you weren't just getting them for the half a season. You were getting them this year as well. And then having Alvarado hopefully for a full year, that's a great 8th, 9th, in my opinion, of just throwing darts at people, right? Brad Keller, good addition.
He was good today.
And can Orion respond to it? And I think he can. I think he's young enough. I think they brought him in as a family. like they do. I think they do a good job of that as a clubhouse. So I hope the kids passed it because that ain't on him, man. Dumb decision, but listen, we panic in this game sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's Kirk Ring, but yeah.
Yeah. Orion.
Yeah, Kirk Ring.
Yeah, I love Alvarado being back full time as your 8th inning guy. I've always thought that he was an 8th inning guy. Like that first World Series push we made when he was our closer. To me, he's just he's a perfect 8th inning guy. He's never been a 9th inning guy. So when you got him coming from the left side and then you got Johan coming out on the right side, 8-9, like that's disgusting. I think Keller and Strom will be perfect. They're 7th inning guys. That's what they are. I think they're
Strom's
perfect.
Strom's not here.
Oh, Strom's gone?
Yeah, they traded him.
I missed that. But
They traded him for that picture on their back wall right there.
Keller,
you know why I missed that?
Keller/Banks will be your 7th inning guy, in my opinion.
You know what? You know why I missed that? Because baseball, MLB put together a top 10 relievers, and Strom was on it. He's like number 7, and Duran wasn't on it.
Which is ridiculous.
That's why I said it. I totally forgot. I just read it too.
That's actually asinine.
Oh yeah, this came out 2 weeks ago. It was the most
is not on that list, and Matt Strom is.
Yeah, Matt Strom's number 7.
If that holds for this year, I would fire every fucking person in the organization. Even people taking tickets. You're going. We got to cleanse this.
Yeah, this is the shredder on MLB Network. The shredder has a very
I don't know,
strange. No, it's a computer. It's a computer. So the shredder just picks random things over a X amount of year span and puts them into the thing. It's not just specifically going into next year. Because if we went strictly based off of last year, Matt Strom was dog shit. He wasn't. He was bad.
Yeah, shredder's AI.
He was bad. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about.
It's essentially a person in today's world.
And it's not. And it's not like closer. It's not closers and then relief pitchers. It was all of them at the same time. So
yeah, that's fine. And I would say to the shredder, who's an idiot, and they might want to reprogram him, is that Duran's a better pitcher. It's not
correct.
Yeah,
it's not
without a doubt.
But
Keller, Alvarado, Duran, like it.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it should be good.
It's filthy.
It's good, and the staff, I think the staff could be the best in baseball.
I might be a hater. Not big on the whole light show thing. Never really been. Think the song sucks. It's cool.
Not for 82, but
yeah, it's cool. It'd be cool if they did it in the playoffs, the playoffs. I feel like it's just I
love it. I've seen it in person.
I have no problem with entrances. I have no problem with entrances. I have big problems with them when you're losing and they get them work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Oh.
I agree with that.
Have a little bit of feel. For sure.
Somebody whistle down.
You're down 4-2 and he's coming in. And
nobody's jacked up.
Mm-hmm. No, that's Edwin Diaz. He's in LA now.
Well, that song's so much better.
It isn't. No, it's not.
Dude,
no, the trumpet's
Ron
ass.
song
Get out of here.
It's ass. It's bad. Can
we kick buckets off the show? This is the worst thing he's ever said in my entire life.
Dude, it's bad.
The worst thing I've ever heard. No.
Sing the song.
Absolutely not.
Sing the song.
It's in Spanish.
It's bad.
It's bad.
You can't even sing it. Every good song we sing, it doesn't matter. I'll sing the Sixer song right now. I'll sing High Hopes right now. Get Harry Kay on the mic.
Buddy, you're humming you're humming a trumpet right now. What are you talking about? If you're gonna sing Enter Sandman like it's Mariano, then sure, that's fine. You're humming a trumpet, dude. What are we talking about? Yo, Timmy, calm down over there. Right?
Say that song's better, but
no, it's good.
Yeah,
I love the Duran entrance. It's so good.
Shit is ass, dude.
We're good.
Keep going, man.
What are you talking about? It's gas.
It sucks.
So good.
Get rid of the G and add another S, but it.
No, you're no. Yo,
who sings that song
for
Johan Duran?
It's a combination of two Spanish songs. I can send it to you if you want. I forget who it is.
I just think it's
like El Comprehendo and something else. I forget what it is.
Yeah, it's better than what's his face.
It's a custom remix by DJ Ski blending El Incomprehendo
and something else.
Yeah, Comprehendo is better than that.
by Faruka and Hot by Pitbull and Daddy Yankee. I love that I just said Daddy Yankee.
Combo guard all over the place.
I love that I just said Daddy Yankee on the show.
Halftime show. That would have been better. That would have been a better Latin American halftime show than what we got, song wise. I would have had a little bit more. You gotta have the beat, babe.
Is that something that you get accustomed to when you get older? Because I feel like I have never cared about the halftime show. Like I know it was a big political.
No, I don't care about it.
I've never watched it once.
I'm making the point to people who care about it, like the people who like it, that if you want to get people moving during it, you need music that makes you move. That's all.
Yeah, no, but it's true. I feel like I've seen my dad like shift towards it. Like the older he gets, it's like, oh, he's paying more attention to it.
I think you get a little bit older, you might care about the little things more. You turn the news on a little more. You know what I mean? You just get
But the news with the snow is ridiculous. The guy's freezing his balls off. He's like, it's really coming down out here.
Thanks, Jim. I got a window. You know what I mean? Hey, Jim, I got 2 eyes. Appreciate you. You didn't need to do that today.
Jim, when Jim Cantor shows up, you better watch out. That's got bad news written all over it.
Get Jim in the truck. Everybody can see. We reported it. No, I mean, I guess I don't care about that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care who sings it. If it's on, it's on. It doesn't matter. I love a little Latin American music, but a little Spanish music. But I need a beat to it, babe. The beat wasn't.
You're telling me this isn't good?
No, this beat's good.
Don't play. Don't play. Don't play.
Yeah, all right.
No, it's fine. Play. Who gives a shit?
Play it. Why? Oh, no. Why? It's gonna get.
YouTube will take it down.
We'll see. Let's play fucking Russian roulette.
No, but I love it. It's so good. It's so good. It's my favorite. It's so good, dude.
It's not that good. It's okay. It's cute.
So good.
It's cute.
Just play 5 seconds of
Buckets for somebody who's been begging for Latin flavor on the Phillies for how long? You don't like that song?
Listen, I like when he strikes guys out and jumps up and down and gives you that. I don't like the fucking
play 5 seconds of it. All right.
All right.
Let's get Buckets locked in here.
All right, get them locked in.
A good reel.
Locked in. Christ. All right, hang on. Where'd it go?
It'd be a good reel.
Yeah, if we're talking and everything, they ain't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I hear this, I think Arsenal just scored.
Yes.
No,
my blood's boiling. I'm juiced up.
Can't even hear it.
No? I got as high as I can go. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, you're a strong one.
Yeah,
look, I got as high up on my phone as I can go, man. It's not on put it on my laptop.
You didn't put it in the mic the right way.
He said you're struggling.
Look, let me send you a link. You put it up there.
That's a blown save. That's a blown save. Right there.
Fuck's sake, dude.
Yo, wait, we were eating lunch the other day. Me and my dad were just eating lunch, talking about random like moments from the Dodgers series. And what totally slipped my mind was that we walked, which I get you got to do, but Ohtani was like 1 for 17, and you intentionally walked him, and then
Rob's a pussy.
And then Duran walked him. Like Johan comes in, bases are loaded, walks the tying run in.
Yep.
Totally forgot that happened. We're all focused on Orion.
I'll never forget how stupid Rob is.
Well, if you also remember,
I think
you got your best arm on the mound. And then go ahead, Greg. Sorry, but you have
our best versus their best, and he's 1 for 17. I am 100% with you.
You go challenge. You don't put more pressure on a guy by putting more guys on base,
especially on the road.
Yeah, you go challenge.
Yeah,
he did nuke him earlier in the season, though.
But it's their best versus our best. This is why we traded for him, and he's 1 for 17 in the series. Fuck him. I go right at him. And that gives you leeway. Like he fucking walked the next batter, and now it's tied.
Yeah, because you put more guys on base. If you ever put guys on base,
all I know is that the one game I went to against the Dodgers this past season, I saw Ohtani strike out 4 times against Christopher Sanchez. So throw a lefty at him, or throw a filthy pitcher at the guy. Just get him, strike him out. Throw him a splitter. He can't hit that shit. Like, what are we doing?
You also got to remember too. Earlier, I think it was that inning. Early in that inning, Christopher Sanchez struck out Alex Call, and they called it a ball.
Mm-hmm.
And Sanchez looked right at the guy.
Yup.
And I think that was the end of the inning is when Durant came in.
We're talk about if we had replay. If
You're right.
If we had today's AI.
Dude, these umpires are bad.
Bring this up. Did you guys see the one guy in the like a Pittsburgh game and
Pittsburgh-Boston game?
Got 5 straight calls wrong.
Have a day, bud. Have a day.
Insane.
No, listen. I will give them. Hold on a sec. Just as a guy who did this, not at this level, but who's done it. And when you talk about like as a hitter, you need rhythm, you need timing, and you need to see the ball. You need to see that type of velo to get ready. It's the same thing for umpires, right? It's the same thing in the way. Like if that's that guy's first game behind the plate of the spring, I could see him blowing 5 in a row. Like because you could just have a goddamn inning where you're just not seeing it right because you're just not in your rhythm as an umpire too. Bases are different. That's why I said at the start of the season, I'll never miss a call on the fucking bases ever. That's why I'll tell guys I can make that call from the parking lot because I'll never miss a call on the bases ever. 7 in the morning, don't care. 10 at night, it's never going to be missed. Behind the plate, when you don't have rhythm with it, we think it's easy. You think it's easy. I'm telling you, it's wild. I went and did. Remember, I was doing the best of the best, like 18U gold
tuck in buckets
type softball stuff, right? So I was seeing. Make sense, guys?
Toward the buckets department. Here we go.
Right? Like I was seeing absolute juice from the softball world, right? Like probably hardest girls can throw 18U or under, I was saying. I went and did a college scrimmage game for baseball, right? And because I just didn't have my rhythm with it, I felt the same way. Like I felt off back there. Like I wasn't seeing it good. And I knew if I did a couple games, I'd be in a groove and it'd be nothing. And I'll get used to it. Does it make sense? So like, I can see spring training 5 in a row. If a guy blows 5 in a row during the regular season, he needs to be sent down immediately. All right, I don't care about I don't care about umpire association or not. Send his ass down. He needs work.
Yeah, it was criminal.
Sometimes excuses are okay. Like I said, there's a reason that this could happen this time of year. He might just stink out loud too. So again, not making excuses, just making the point. Look at me protecting the blue.
Protecting the blue, the guys that you love the most.
Tom, I'm going to come back to this conversation right in June when you get thrown out of a game. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait.
For what?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't wait for it.
You won't be able to come back to the conversation because there's never been a time in the history of tosses that I wasn't 1,000% right on what took place. Wasn't 1,000% right. I hope to not have any more. Like, you know what I mean? I really, truly hope. The last one I had was in the spring. Last spring. I truly hope we can stay on the field and not the car.
No, I hope so too, man. Because I'm sure. No, like I'm sure that whenever we have like this, because obviously we're coaching together all summer here. I can't wait till we're both fired up at the same thing and giving the umpire the same shit, and he's gonna throw both of us out at the same time. Yeah, we're just it's gonna be somebody coming in from the parking lot to coach the team in like Boston. I'm gonna lose my shit. It's gonna be so.
And again, I'll never condone the toss, but if you disrespect the game or the kids, I won't be there long. Because my tosses are simple. Like I'll go ask him to go ask for help on something, and he'll tell me no, and I'll be in the car. Don't tell me. Just go ahead, go walk 20 feet and ask for help. Don't disrespect the game. You guys can talk about your lunch. I don't give a shit. Okay, just go respect me and the kids that go give us an answer. That's all. You come back and be like, "Hey, safe." And what can I say? You talk to each other. I got nothing left. I gotta go do walk of shame. That's fine. I'll do the walk of shame for all 14, 15 kids in that dugout per se. You know what I mean? I got no problem with it because somebody's gonna protect the game. Because I've done it. I've walked it to my dad, and there's been times he's like, "Oh, I saw something different." I said, "No, you didn't." No, you didn't.
So the way this ABS system works,
and another time I said we want to eat after this game.
Yeah.
And we laughed, and I went back and said,
Do you get two challenges?
Because if you argue,
you get two buckets. Yeah.
If you now, I say this. We were in an event one time. I got a picture of it. Okay, because there's some things that are egregious. The winning run scored at the plate in the bottom of the 7th to win the championship in an event. The catcher dropped the ball, and he was a foot and a half off the plate. A foot and a half off the plate, guys. I could see it from another zip code. He was a foot and a half off the plate, right? And we go ask for help, right? Whoa! You going to help? I got whoop. About the NFL Combine, 4-4 down the line. Yo, can you go ask him? And then I comment down. Hey, can you go ask him for help? And I saw that clear. I said, okay. I need you to do me a favor, please, for the kids in the dugout, go ask him for help. It's all clear. We really got to do this. I need you. I got a game changer video back there that can prove it. I already know it can prove it. Okay, please take the walk. So the other guy comes storming down like he's a hero now. Here comes the hero, because I knew he was a hero all game, because all he wanted to do was talk to the kids. Like when you're there just to do this, I had enough of you. All right, but I didn't say a word to him all game. He goes, fine. What's the problem? The problem is I thought he was a foot and a half off the back. I had him clear out. Would you stop it? And then my assistant's down there, who was Jeff at the time, and he's like, he was way off the back. Come on, guys. Come on. How do you guys not see that? It's so easy. And first off, he was safe by a minute and a half. Okay, that's the other side of it. A minute and a half safe, and they didn't change it, and I didn't go. I don't know how I did it, because I was a dog off the leash. And they threw him out. They threw Jeff out. And everybody thought I turned to leave. Dude, one of the first times I was on a
baseball field, awesome.
One summer was in Georgia, and the PG event, the runner got hit by the ball. The whole country saw it. The state of Georgia saw it. And I go out and I ask the guy for help, and he says, absolutely not. And I said, what? I said, I drove 500 miles, right? We drove 500 miles. I need you to walk 35 feet. I was going with it. Exactly. The quickest route of all time.
I can't wait, because it's gonna happen at some point. It's gonna be one of us, and I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. The beer afterwards will be great.
You're just out there collecting a check. Like, you're just out there. Hey, I was here to collect one.
Yeah,
I had a guy on his phone one tournament the whole time, first base. Said, hey, you expecting a call? I kept yelling out, you expecting a call from somebody? He's like, you're not going to talk like that. I said, you're going to put your phone away. Okay, or I'm going to get mine out and call your boss. You want to do that?
We were going to eat hoagies one time.
We were going at it. My parents were yelling at him. Put it away. You're an animal.
We had a guy eating hoagies one time.
Oh, yeah. Put your food away.
Oh, I wonder what happened to that.
Hey, buckle up, buckets.
No, the ABS thing, though, you get two challenges, and if you're right, you keep them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I want to get calls right, but there was the one spring training game I watched. I think it was the Phillies Pirates.
That's what we just talked about.
That's what you just talked about. Yeah, it was like 5 in a row wrong.
Yeah.
It was too much. Like, it was like every 5 seconds.
No, but that was bad. Like,
they were like off by 3 inches.
He missed one that was right down the middle, like legitimately right down the middle.
I can get an answer from Grok or ChatGPT within a second, and you're telling me we can't just buzz it down quicker? He's got to take a fucking walk. I mean,
no, they ain't gonna go anywhere. It just pops up on the screen.
Yeah, but I don't like that you have to stop, put the microphone on. Philadelphia is challenging the question of a ball call. Like that, they can go away with that.
They want to make
seconds.
Yeah, it's 15 seconds.
The one.
Okay. Everybody wanted to speed it up.
No. Here, look. The reviews that piss me off are the ones where like, oh, hey, look, hey, hang on, I'm checking with my video guy up here. Hang on, give me a second. Hang on, a minute later. Okay,
Ryan, knock it off. 15 seconds is a waste of time for this. It can be so
That's a long time.
It could be so much quicker.
It's a long time.
It's probably quicker than that. It's probably like 5.
15 seconds is a long time.
Well, it's a long time when it's 5 times in a row.
That's what she said.
I agree,
The
Greg.
best 15
I
When
agree.
it's, when it's 5 times in a row, it's a minute and a half of nothing. But,
No,
but
it's just
Pretty much.
It wasn't.
Dude,
Yeah.
you can't just
It
go.
wasn't 5
Hey, challenge on the
consecutive
we're
pitches.
challenging the strike. I
It's
don't
just
need
5 in a
the
row.
Philadelphia Phillies. I don't need any of that. I mean, we got a challenge of the ball strike call. It is confirmed. That's it. What are we doing?
I don't need anything. Once I see this,
I know I saw in spring training did a little roundabout. Did a little
Yeah, but-
roundabout when he walked down front. Like, sit down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
once
You
you
ain't
see
freaking
this-
in the armed forces. Have a seat.
once
I mean,
you
stay
see
where you're
this,
at.
and then the Jumbotron pulls up the StatCast, and then for the TV viewers, it's going to pull up the StatCast automatically. So once you see this and the umpire steps out and it shows the StatCast, I don't need to hear anything. You don't even have to tell me, hey, it's a strike, because the whole world, if you're at the game, you could see it on the Jumbotron, and if you're at home, you're going to see it on TV. So I don't need the umpire to pause and become an announcer for me. There's no need for it. Like, there's no need.
It's self-humiliation because they're so bad.
Good. I love that.
Public hanging.
I wish.
It's a
I
public
wish-
humiliation.
Yeah,
I
public hanging,
wish
like they did
Angel
in a different
Hernandez
way
was back
in
so he
modern
could get
time.
humiliated 15, 30 times a game.
Well,
I
Phil
want
Cousins,
Hernandez
Phil
back.
Cousins gone now too.
Oh yeah, the bad guys are gone for sure. Hey man,
Who-
who's my guy?
But
someone
now
else
all
on
you
the
get all
field.
these young guys that don't know anything.
No, so
Who was
who's
the
my-
umpire when we won the
There
World
was a guy.
Series?
I forget. Yeah, perfect game in the World Series. I forget who it was. Phil something. I forget who it was. It was perfect. Give me that guy.
Cousy?
No, it wasn't Phil Cousy. It was Phil something else. Horbug or something. Hornug, something like that. I forget. Someone with an H.
I don't know. I just do think the ABS system is cool. Like I like it. It is what it is. But it is for a game
Pat
that we wanted
Hoberg?
to speed up.
Yeah, Hoberg. Yes, him.
Pat Hoberg.
Yeah, he had a perfect game in the World Series.
Called Game
Give me
2 of the
that guy.
22 World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Correctly called. Isn't he the guy that got busted for
I don't
Gambling?
think so. Maybe he was betting on his own calls. He's like,
he
yeah,
was,
I call
he was
everything right
perfect.
tonight.
129 for 129.
Yeah, perfect. Give me that guy every night.
Yeah.
I did umpiring.
Announced to terminate umpire for violating the league gambling rules. So no wonder he was perfect.
BS, bring him back.
That's wild.
Yes.
That is wild. I did umpiring before. It's like you get ADHD sometimes. Sometimes you're like, oh, this is a good ass game. You get caught watching, and you're like, oh shit. You're like ball or strike.
I did that when I was between like 18 and 22. I did a bunch of games. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I remember that.
I mean, I was doing 8U rec, but it would be like 25 to 24 in the bottom of the sixth, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, bases are juiced.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah,
All right, good stuff.
yeah, they can do away with that. But
No,
I just
again,
think
look, I just want in every sport with every call ever, I want the call to be correct. That's all I want. You can
Yeah,
get it wrong on the field, make it right.
But the cool thing about balls and strikes is that it's instant, right? It's not a safer out call where you have to make the show of it. It's not a challenge in the NFL where you have to go to replay review and you have to make a show of it. That is what it is because there's so few of them and it's so minute. But balls and strikes, I think it's going to happen so much more often than we thought it was going to. Like, I think it's going to happen like 7-8 times a game, probably more, because both sides. If you get two of them and you get them, if you get it right, you get it back. Like, how long does it take till you get one lost and then you still have one in your back pocket? Like, I think it's going to happen like 8 to 10 times probably a game. So you don't need to make a show of it. Balls and strikes are just instant. Like, I don't even think it should be an announcement. I think the umpire should just step out. The batter's going to step out because he's obviously the one calling for it. And then the Jumbotron's going to show it and the TV's going to show it and you move on. Like, you don't make it you don't even have to announce anything. There's no need. I don't know.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Again, I'm all for if you take 10 seconds to make sure a call's right, make sure it's right. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Because there's been
And
so
it's-
many.
And it's
so
only
many
going to be
calls over
used.
time.
It's only going to be used in times where it's like a high leverage area or high leverage pitch. Like, you're not going to see it in the first inning unless there's guys on base, right? You know what I mean? It's going to be used in high leverage spaces.
You're not going to see it 0-0 in the top of the second inning. Like
Yeah.
nobody on base.
You
You're
might
not
though.
gonna see
It might be that egregious where Harper's like, yeah, nope. And then when
Well,
he's
again,
right.
but then all right, then hey, there it is. Then we're good, right? Like but like
Yeah,
I'd like
it's
to
gonna
think
be
that umpires
interesting.
aren't that bad at their jobs.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how teams use it and deploy it because,
Mhm.
you know, But and then, like I was watching today, the Dodgers used theirs all early and they lost them. So now what does the Indians or Guardians do now that you know they don't have any challenges? Now you start picking at those corners and see if you can get them to widen the zone a little bit.
Yep.
So there is going to be a little bit of strategy around it. It's just a matter of how each team uses it.
Considering like we've taken some things away in baseball based off of like the step off rule and different stuff like that. Making something else in it's a little bit more strategic. I kind of like that. Personally.
Yeah.
I don't think has there been more change in a sport in like such a short span of time? Like between the pitch clock and now the ABS system, and then the bases got bigger, and then the replay, and now we're doing all this just for a season not to even happen next year.
Yeah.
Like because now they're going to change the cap rule.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying now they're going to change that. So it's like, has there been more change in a league ever? Like in this short amount of time?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, football does it every year.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they do like a rule or two, but this is like they're changing everything. They're changing salary cap, they're changing bases, they're changing pitch clock, they're changing replay.
But you're combining everything into one lump sum.
Yeah, so this is
like it was a couple things this year, a couple
right.
things this year. You know, every sport does it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like, I don't know, it's been like major changes.
Well, I think because they knew this lockout was coming, so they had to try and increase revenue and increase whatever interest just to make sure that the owners could try and screw out the players.
Well, speaking of rule changes too, I saw this on Instagram. I forget which radio station it was, but instead of onside kicks, because onside kicks like never work, you do 4th and 15 on your own 30.
I love that idea, by the way.
That's sick. I forget who said it. I saw it on Instagram. I'm not taking credit for it.
I've seen it before from a few different people.
Yeah,
I love that
they've
idea.
been talking about that one for a while, right?
Yeah, like that would be awesome because onside kicks never work ever.
It never works.
And you have to declare that you're doing it.
They don't work because you have to declare it now. There's no there's no the possibility of catching somebody off guard is no longer there.
Right.
Like even regular times, like when you set up for the onside kick, it very rarely worked. The ones that work the best where it's coming out of the halftime, just kicking it up the middle for 10 yards, is having David Akers or McAfee go run and catch it. You know what I mean?
Somebody run after it,
But you can't. That part is out of the game now.
Well, yeah, like it's asinine to me. Like for a league that was so big on potentially getting rid of the tush push, which isn't going to happen now, by the way, based off of
Eagles didn't win.
Based off of player safety, right? And then they put in 1,200 different kickoffs during the regular season because if you kick the ball into the end zone now, you get the ball at the 40. Like we're opening up the idea of potentially getting more guys hurt by doing kickoffs as opposed to just kicking the ball into the end zone, taking a touchback.
Yeah.
So the NFL doesn't care about player safety. The NFL cares about a good product on the field that like you get action type plays. And because the tush push isn't a fun play to watch, they wanted to ban it.
And they never did. They never did care
because the Eagles weren't good at it this year. So like that's why. But there you go. It's over. So
yeah.
They don't care about player safety.
Yeah, they don't. And to your point too, if they care about entertainment and like big action, I think the 4th and 15 on the 30 is like that'd be.
I love it. I love the.
So many teams would do it. It'd be so awesome because not only if you don't convert it, now they have the ball at the 30. Like they're basically in the red zone.
I mean, 4th and 15 from even just wherever you're at is still exciting.
No, but if you're going for 4th and 15, if your normal kickoff is from the 30-yard line or wherever it is, you go 4th and 15 from there. Then you go and you'd have a much better success rate.
Yeah.
So but you're no, it's fine. But again, you're coming from this team's going to be losing. They're down at least probably a touchdown or a field goal. So you're either going to get the ball and get the first down and like have a chance to either tie or win the game, or you're going to lose. That's usually what happens. So like that, it's a win-lose situation. It's the same thing where you can theoretically put your best on best, where you have your star quarterback, your star running back, wide receivers against their defensive backs, edge rushers, whatever, and you go from there and you go for it. Versus, all right, hey, let's Payne's team get out there. Let's have a chance at maybe almost kind of getting a 10% chance play. Not to say that like a 4th and 15 is a high probability, but you probably have a better chance of getting 15 yards than you do it for recovering an onside kick.
Yeah, way better because you could do nothing and it's a flag. You could just draw a PI. There's so many ways to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Let's go.
Great show, boys.
Sure.
Great show.
Oh yeah.
Eagles, we got time.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll talk about them.
2 hours with nothing to talk about. We're incredible.
Honestly, that's impressive. That's very impressive out of us. Good job.
Unbelievable human beings. But great job. And everybody that's listening to us live and stayed up late with us, we love you. And everybody tunes in later. You can find us everywhere you get your podcasts, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter as well. Hopefully back on the talk soon.
Yeah.
We're on the TikTok, and obviously if you're watching on YouTube, you can get all our reels here as well. So we out. 10-9-8, baby. Let's go get one tomorrow night.
Let's go.
For the
Nakobe
bucket.
Dean snubbed.
For who?
I said Nakobe Dean snubbed.
We snubbed him. For Mikey Buckets, Ryan Elizik, Greg Mwakvik, I'm Tom Arnone. We're out of here.